And we are live.
Hey, it's an Elsewhere podcast.
Hola.
Where elsewhere? Where else would you be?
I love that y'all do
they-
that for me. That helps me so much.
Oh, you're
In
supposed to introduce
freezing
everybody?
ass Cleveland, Ohio.
No, I make skulls do it for me, actually.
Yeah, it just became a thing. Like, I don't even. You just say, and we're live, and I just like, yay!
Yay!
How's everybody? Yay, thank you for having me on here. This is the fucking bomb.com. First podcast I've ever done in my entire life.
For
Ain't that
real?
something?
Aww.
Hell yeah!
I am.
You broke my podcast virginity.
Oh. Oh, wow. Let's
We're all
go.
a part of history. Let's go.
Oh, look at all the people here. That's so awesome. Hi, guys.
What up, chat?
What up, people?
I have allergies, so you'll probably like hear me sniffing a lot. I've noticed I do that in my live streams and on my reaction videos. I'm like, dear God, I should start taking some like Zycam or whatever the fuck it is. What is that, Zyrtec?
Zyrtec.
Zyrtec's the truth.
No, the truth is in chat.
Yeah, truth is in chat. What up, truth?
What
Beats
up?
bars of delivery right there. What's up, man?
My
I like
boo.
the truth. The truth is nice.
Yeah.
Beats bars and delivery says, hey.
That's
Cleveland,
truth.
Yeah.
Ohio."
That's truth, no lies. We call him, man. He's another dope creator. He
Well,
also
I
did some
wanna-
costume changes.
Ooh, I want to see. I want
Oh,
to see.
he had a whole sexy montage in his video, man. It was woof.
I'm there. Beach
Shit, what
bars
did I
and
miss?
delivery. I'm there.
Let's go.
I missed something.
Well, because you
What
can't.
was he doing?
Can we talk about the wardrobe first and foremost? The exquisitely, like, completely uber-tastic, fantastical, like, out of this fucking world, like, wardrobe changes on Nick's latest Tom McDonald reaction. How? How? Just how?
The funny part is, I appreciate that. It was one of those things where I was just like, "Fuck it, let me go do this real quick." But the funniest part was the comments of people saying, "Oh, you just happen to have a fur coat there." I'm like, people don't know me. Yes,
Right.
I did.
You do.
Shit. I have an Italian mother. She's got furs of all varieties. You know?
Then I started getting roasted like, "That's the one you wore." I'm like, "Okay, let's calm down now. I don't have a whole selection. Maybe I need to step that up."
Well, I was going to go for the chinchilla, but I thought the pimp coat was more the vibe.
You know,
Pimp coat is the vibe. I would, you know what I would say in rebuttal to them? I would be like, "Shut the fuck up, PETA."
yeah. I think they were all PETA. I think they had the little dolphin thing on their profile picture. Yeah,
Pizza sucks.
yeah.
They want to save like blood-sucking parasites, like they would like literally like bring torches and pitchforks if you were to like step on like a millipede or a spider.
Oh,
it's
we
hilarious.
don't do No. That's.
And see, while everybody's complaining about the weather, the cold weather where they are at, I'm sorry. That's the one thing that I have a benefit of in LA right now. When I walked down the farmer's market, though, the first time I lived out here, the funniest thing, I was wearing a hunting camo shirt with, I think it had a little bit of duck blood on it, possibly. I'm not sure. But I walked straight through a crowd of people, and I was like, what is this group here just doing, blocking the middle of the whole fucking thing? It turned out it was a PETA group. And I was wondering why I was getting crazy looks. That explained it.
Oh my God. I would be like, whatever happened to the wonderful world of I do you, you do me, and
Wait, what?
we're just going to coexist peacefully, and who gives a flying fuck what, like,
Whoa.
did that come
Jen,
out
Jen, I
wrong?
agree with you. Let's calm down. You cannot say that in LA. You cannot do that.
You should all
He's-
just do each other, you know?
We're just.
Oh, did that
That's what
come
we
out
say, right?
wrong?
You said I do you and you do me.
Look, man,
That can be s-
I got James Dean on the brain. You can't blame me.
My mind's telling me
You
no.
can say those words out here, yeah.
My body.
My body telling me yeah.
I don't see nothing
Ain't
wrong.
nothing wrong.
Now come the karaoke night.
This is the funniest shit ever. We just got started.
So, by the way, everybody, in case nobody knows, because, who knows? Most of them know who we are. I'm Kat. There's Skulls. Say hi, Skulls.
High schools.
I knew he was gonna do that.
There's just Jen Reacts.
Yo, hello.
And of course, Nick the actor.
Yeah, fuck LA.
Wait, Nick, Los Angeles or Louisiana?
Oh.
Not Louisiana. I love Louisiana.
Right?
I miss boudin very much, and all kinds of gumbo. I wish I had that out here, but no.
We
Just
should
in
all
case-
go
just
to
in
New
case
Orleans.
People didn't know based on the fur coat.
I know,
Yeah.
right? Come on. And the H-Town vibes? Come on.
Where are you from originally, Nick?
Houston.
Houston, Texas? You a Texan?
Yes, ma'am. Proudly.
Oh. So what made you go to LA? Just like you wanted to be an actor?
Yeah, good guess. You'd be surprised if people be like, why the hell would you move to LA in my chat? And they don't even ever think about, oh, actor. Duh.
Right. I named
Yeah.
you. I dubbed the Nick the reactor.
I know. And everybody thinks I'm just actor because I act like I'm reacting to stuff. And I'm like, that's not. If I'm not getting paid, I'm not doing that on my channel. This is my fun time.
Right. It's funny. I like watching reactors that, like, they're like, they overdo it. You're like,
favorite metal
damn. I've seen a couple, which I won't name names because I'm not that type. That's gonna be like chastised because I'm an internet bully. Because I don't like bullies. I hate bullies. I'm a bully antagonist. But there's like the reactors that you see them and they're like mouthing the words. I've never seen this before in my life. And they're like mouthing the words and shit. You're like, oh, yeah.
Hey, by the way, thank you,
I
Double
like them better than
T.
the head nodders.
Double T donated $10 and said, "Figured I'd show my favorite
Word.
metal sis a big," and I don't know what he was gonna say, but he's,
James Dean. Hey.
Big what?
Yeah.
There's a lot
Thank you
up for
so
interpretation.
much, Thomas. That's my metal brother from another mother.
yeah. And if y'all
Ooh.
haven't hit the like button, I don't know what you're waiting on. Please go ahead and do that now. If you want to check out their channels, they're all in the description below.
Cat, we were just saying we don't like bullies, okay? Like, don't.
For
don't
real?
push people.
Don't make me get home to Connecticut. I will be mad
yeah.
because it's
This
cold.
is our safe space.
Oh,
He's
whatever.
gonna mail me like a cutout of a middle finger.
I'll just unfollow you on Instagram.
Oh my.
Oh, you got him.
That's fighting words right there.
You
Boom.
got him.
Mic drop. Let's go.
I'll talk to you later in Discord.
I will.
That was fighting words.
I'm gonna unmod you. How about that?
Damn.
Ooh.
That might be more of a, I mean, I don't know. That may not be a diss.
Oh.
No comment.
Hey, I like Kat as a moderator. She's pretty good, man. She's a
Yeah.
fucking watchdog.
Yeah, she fucking is.
I'm
She takes
mean.
it serious. She's a fucking vulture.
She's like a fucking Staffordshire Cane Corso mix.
Ooh.
Oh wow,
Ooh.
that was
That was detailed. I like it.
I'm a Caucasian shepherd. Don't call me racist.
I'm just a
Actually-
semi-white street light over here hanging out.
Actually, really, I'm like a Chihuahua. I'm 5'1" and three
Damn, me
quarters.
too.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Quit like Brian here in the chat says. Quit like AOC on Twitter. She quit Twitter.
Oh, R.I.P.
Get the
Twitter.
fuck. She can all go ahead with herself. She'd just probably be like, Twitter is for like Twitter is like the infrastructure of like the world and democracy and yes.
So accurate.
Nailed it.
Everything, every word you just said in that sentence is so accurate. What you would say too.
Fuck. She's a fuckwad.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm here for this energy. Let's go.
Can we go to Nancy Pelosi? Who's gonna roast her
Oh.
best?
I'm in her state.
If
I
I mean,
know
I would
you
have
are.
to. I would have to drink a lot more to do a good impression of her.
You'd have to be at the distillery.
Yeah.
I'd
I'd have to have
find-
like
I'd-
a funnel. I'd have to be funneling like liquor up my ass.
It reminds me
Wow.
of Barney from The Simpsons. Oh my God! That's who Nancy Pelosi reminds me of.
That's
You
too
remember
damn accurate.
fucking Barney?
Anybody ever have those big full-size skeletons in like a science class? That's what I'm thinking of.
I was more thinking of like when they like uncovered King Tut's tomb.
Ooh.
She was like the chick in the corner.
The Crypt Keeper. She looks bad. She looks bad.
She ain't looking too good.
She looks well preserved, but badly.
All the best, Nancy. All the best.
She's like, oh, we need to solve this homelessness problem in our state of California. But let me go get my $17 Jenny's ice cream out of my $20,000 Viking refrigerator.
God.
Yeah, because I like that shaken, not stirred.
That's exactly how I imagine she sounds like too.
Yeah,
Oh, priceless.
she is one evil, wicked woman, and I don't like her.
I just couldn't believe that she would like shut down all of fucking California, and then she like tried to like go in there and like get a
Haircut.
Yeah,
Bro.
that's where I was like, wow, like the arrogance behind that. Like
You're
not even
telling me.
trying- You're not even trying to hide how full of yourself you are. Like,
Nick the oppressed is over there is like, you ain't gonna
You're
tell me.
telling me.
yeah.
Nick's like, if I could teleport and be anywhere else for acting besides LA, I would right now.
Yeah.
Fucking Paul Grossy. I think she's so gross.
Ooh.
Ooh.
She's like this mask mandate is so mandatory, but fuck you guys. I don't need to wear one. I'm getting my hair done.
Yeah.
During a
She
lockdown.
had to get the Karen tightened up, you know.
Right.
Turn the knob on the
Meanwhile,
back
we're
of the
over here
head
with-
that gives her the facelift, you know? Just don't turn it too far. What are those bags under your eyes? My boobs. I'm sorry.
I didn't know Satan had a hair salon. Good to know.
Look, and then she went all full blown narcissist, and she blamed the fucking lady for that owned the beauty salon. That was fucked up. She like the shit out of her.
Yeah.
Like,
what
damn
do
it
you
for
expect?
following my rules.
Rules? What are rules? She's like, we don't need no border control. You better have that fucking fence erected above my or around my property within 5 minutes. It's 15 feet tall. I wonder how big her wall is around her house. I just want to know.
Well, I don't think that she actually is. I think she's like, we don't really need, border patrols and things of that nature because I'll just, get that guy over there that works for me in my yard to go like keep people out. Like it's like one of those things where it's like I'll get the plebs to go over there and take care of that. But no, I have to stand. Like she's gonna do it, but she's. I hate when people are hypocrites. It's ridiculous.
Oh, no, that's politics in general. In general, it's like they will on the campaign trail is where they make their most promises, and they sound all hunky dory, and you're like, yay!
That's not.
And then like they get in office, and you're like,
no, but see, that's the whole point. Is they don't make all of their deals on their campaign trail. They just open their mouths. It's like a That's all they do is they just BS just constantly. But when the deals are already made, hey, I'm going to give you funding if you earmark this amount inside of this bill on page 2492 paragraph 5 that says that I get a free pony. Like literally, that's what everything. It's already done. So everything they say on the campaign trail it's bullshit. It's what it is. It's not real. It's not a real thing. It's just these promises that I'm going to allude to this. And then I'm going to say, oh, look, I did this. And it kind of makes sense that like the word green was in it. And I said I was going to like give everybody some green, like make it rain. But I meant like the Green New Deal. Like they just twist and manipulate. I hate that.
no, well, they're brazen enough to completely go for like, we're gonna end student loan debt for everybody, and then when they get in office they vote against it. I'm like, who's that bitch from Arizona? I forget what her name is, but she did that. She was like campaigning oh my god, so hard for student loan debt, and she voted against the student loan debt relief. I forget what her name was. I cannot stand a politician. It's like back in the day like you knew they were lying when their mouths was moving was a lawyer, but like now the running joke is a politician. It's insane.
Our saviors.
Oh God,
Barf.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your favorite political podcast,
Yeah, right. We came out hot.
the roast of Nancy Pelosi.
we are no nothing safe, no safe words here. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Good
special
morning.
guest Snoop Dogg, Martha Stewart,
Oh,
Justin
Jesus.
Bieber for the roast.
Oh
Wait, who's
God,
Justin Bieber?
Justin Bieber.
Yeah. I mean,
Bieber.
like, who out of us are Justin Bieber?
That'd be you.
Just
Fuck.
Man. If I get rid of my, when I get rid of my
who's
beard, I
Nancy
might. But
Pelosi?
you take the win.
Not it.
You've got the pipes, so
Speaking of pipes, if you all type in !point giveaway in chat, you could be one of the winners of the free crack pipes right now.
Crack pipe.
Wait, what? Okay.
What the fuck?
What did this podcast turn into?
Where the fuck did I end up?
He's lying to you. He's a politician.
One of the $30 million package that Joe Biden's doing to hand out crack pipes to the people,
Okay.
What?
along with condoms and needles and everything to make sure that they're not spreading any sort of
Yeah.
diseases. But crack pipes specifically, they're making crack pipes for people to hand out. It's
He's
great.
getting them from a hunter, right?
I don't know where he's getting it from. I think he's getting it from Compton, but that's, I mean, you do you.
Darth Meow got his first crack pipe. I'm just saying.
congrats! Yay!
Quitting to the spot. Would you like Chore Boy with that or not?
That's one of my metal music fathers right there. I'm not disappointed. I love it. Hand me
Yeah.
some more
If you need
British nice
crack, you'd have
There's
to go
one of my
somewhere else.
friends, Bree Norton's. Bree Norton's is in the house. Hello, Bree. Love you, girl. Breed's blood one. Double T's going. He's going to sleep. Have a good day at work.
Hell yeah.
By the way, I have seen Mega Lockdown in here. I saw Chill Rock in here. I saw Beats Bars and Delivery XxKaTxx. If I
All
missed
kinds
you,
of
I'm
people,
sorry.
yes.
There's all kinds of people in here. Appreciate you showing up. Make sure you hit the like. And if you're not subscribed, what the hell?
Right. Right.
Like, I can't afford to miss one. Like, let's go. Come on.
It's free 99.
See when I had never done this in my whole like journey on YouTube, but like recently, because there was a bunch of trolls in like when I was going through some bullshit, and I let anybody and everybody like comment on the live streams, and here there's this magical button that I had no idea was in the settings where subscribers only can
Yeah.
comment. So if you're gonna troll a motherfucker, you're gonna become a subscriber at least.
I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's got to
That's
be
a free-
mutually beneficial.
I'm saying at least a little bit. If you're gonna troll
Right.
me, at least commit to trolling me.
Or fucking a reach around or something, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say that. I can't. So go ahead.
I can't.
God, why is the world like that though? It's so crazy. You guys can't say nothing. You're gonna get slammed with sexual harassment.
Especially me and schools, both in our industries, we really can't pull that one off, can we?
It's funny, you and me, we both went at the same time.
I was
Not
like,
only are we
let's
just gentlemen
go,
in this day and
Jen.
age, just-
Let's
we both
go.
You work in the music industry. I work in the entertainment industry.
Yeah. No, we have to be good boys.
Fuck
I
that.
work in the YouTube industry. I say what the fuck I want.
Fuck that. The male, whatever they want to identify themselves as, trolls can give me a reach around. Fuck that.
That's right. There you go. There's the spirit. Yay.
Preach it,
Like,
Nick.
You have to apply though. You listen. It's not that easy. You have to apply.
You
Okay.
gotta pay the troll toll.
So what? All right. Now Nick, you've been on YouTube longer, right? Skulls. When did you start?
I started like what? Maybe last March,
Okay.
April, something like that.
All
So
right.
I'm young blood.
Let me see. You're the baby. You're the baby of YouTube. Well, Cat's the baby right now. So I'm gonna check you out here. Hold on. Skulls, where are you at? I was just on your page.
Well, see, like technically, Kat's been doing this longer than me. 'Cause She's the one that like found my channel and like
She's been
brought me into
interacting with
Discord
YouTube
and
a
all this
while.
shit. Yeah, so she's had her hand in the cookie jar for a while. Me, I took a break actually. I think like a 3-month break before I got married, and then I came back to it, and I came back a lot stronger with more consistent content and stuff. So
Nice.
Hell yeah.
but
Wait a second, bro. This is which skulls is this? Oh, it's another
Another
skull
skulls?
with 4.59 thousand subscribers, and I clicked on it because it was a fucking Hello Kitty sped up audios I found on TikTok part 5, and he's got 298,000 views on that motherfucker. What the fuck am I doing wrong?
That's that schools for sure.
If you
Get
want
the
to see
fuck-
Skull's channel, it's in the description.
that pins and needles one got me good though, man. That was
That was good.
deep. Yeah,
That was really
Yeah.
good.
Get it.
that was deep.
Put a lot of time into that video. That video is a 3-day shoot, all 8-hour days. And, yeah, that was a
Yeah.
bitch.
Talk dirty to me.
Ooh,
Wow.
oh man.
Yeah.
So who's here? Who's here is married and who has kids?
I'm-
kids.
It's complicated.
Wait, what?
What does that mean?
I've been divorced twice, and I went Mormon. Now I have 17 wives, kind of, but half of them are
No.
girlfriends, half of them are boyfriends. It's kind of a weird deal.
Wow.
Damn. So you did you did everyone like at the beginning of the podcast at the podcast.
I mean, I can't comment on that. Now you're taking it to extreme. Me saying I did everyone, but no kids, no marriage.
No, I got two little bairns, boys. One's 18 and in college, and the other one is gonna be 4 in like 2 weeks.
Now that's a duo right there.
Man.
I know. I'm telling you.
I was like, what was I thinking?
Thanks,
What?
Jess, for putting all that in the comments. She's putting all of the channel links right there in the
Aw,
chat.
Look at Jess go, man. And I have to give Jess major kudos and credit for she and Kat. I know Kat was in on this one too, but she like snatched up the clip. She clipped the Floor Jensen shout out. That literally, I had to pick myself up off the floor, and I'm really grateful that the neighbors didn't call the cops on me for screaming as loud as I was.
Love
You
it.
know? And thankfully I'm not married either. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I like it to be free. I like to break free here and there.
I want to break free.
Break free. I
You did it,
want
not
to
me.
break free.
I was shamed after my last Freddie Mercury reaction. So
Oh, that was great, by the way. That was epic. The whole
Oh, the reaction or when you did the karaoke?
the
No, just because I
karaoke.
haven't listened
Oh,
to
I
enough
would
Queen,
that.
even though I dress. I still get the flack for dressing like Freddie Mercury on Halloween.
Get
in that
out.
video.
I'm going to look at that right now. I'm on
Oh,
your
Why are you getting flack for that? That was
Sorry,
fucking
you have-
awesome.
I have emojis of that. Like I have gifs and emojis
Yeah,
of
there's
that. They're floating
there's some
around.
We got a lot of Tom McDonald's.
But
Wait, there's
it says a special performance. I think.
Nick the actor. Yeah, I seen you a long time ago with on Tom McDonald. I forget. I think it was like Snowflakes. I think it was like the first one I seen of you. I was like, oh, this dude's great. And
So
then my
I found out you even knew who I was. I peed a little bit. I was like, yeah, I've been watching Jin for so long. I realized a few months back I wasn't subscribed, but I've literally watched your channel for so long.
you have wait.
Straight up.
No, this was the one. This was no. That was one of them. But the one that I was like, "How you doing, motherfucker?" The one that you had, the naked one, that thumbnail.
Oh yeah.
My God, them legs though.
Yeah, Tom's mom saw it before him. She was the one who told him actually to come watch it, apparently. Shout out Tom's mama.
That's amazing. You got a lot. You should make some playlists. Tom McDonald, all
I
the Tom
know.
McDonald. God, you've done so many of them that you got me beat.
That's that dude. I just rock with him. He's out here
I
struggling in
know.
LA too, surviving. So
Oh man, you know who I talk to quite frequently, who's really fucking amazing, is Brandon.
oh
He-
really?
Yeah, he is the sweetest guy,
he is.
literally
He seems
ever.
like it.
No, like how you see him, like when you see him, like on his videos, how like funny he is, and how like just really down to earth and sweet. That's exactly what you get. It's amazing. It's
Hell
so
yeah.
so
That's
cool.
exactly what he seems like.
He is, and some people, when they get a little bit of of fame or whatever, they go a little bit asshole on you, but he's totally like raw and cool, and I will never stop promoting that man because he's cool. I just gotta do some more of his videos. I think he's awesome.
No, he is pretty awesome. I've talked to him before, and like when I was trying to get people a while back, I was trying to get people into the concert and stuff to kind of. He's doing another one, by the way, on February, I think 26th, but to go get tickets for the concert, or I think there was somebody that got skipped or missed or something, and I was like, oh, I hit him up, and he's had me send the name, and he took care of it because he knew who they were anyway. So it just worked out. He was just really kind and appreciative of any kind of people reaching out to him. He does like a Wednesday coffee with Brandon on Facebook every Wednesday morning. Well, it's not morning for me, but like
because he's still in Canada.
Yeah, he does it though. He does it late though. He does like 11 o'clock.
Yeah, that's. I think it's 11 a.m. Is it? I think it's like 12 my time. I'm not, or 10 or something. I don't know.
Jen Power says, "I don't trust just Jen. The one N is a little sus. She's got two N's."
Where?
In the chat.
I don't know. Just Jen got to go over. Wait, I don't know. Just Jen got to go over to Sir. What is that?
That's Mega Lockdown. He's another reactor.
Oh, hello.
And then there's Truth. He's right there. Hey, Raysan. I'm like totally stoked for the whole. Everybody loved the last one that Truth and Nick did that was about like and of course Skulls because you're here. That was about reacting and kind of the behind the scenes and some of the stuff y'all deal with and things that you guys are doing, things that you see, things that people do. That's just good, bad, or indifferent. Of course, everybody loves when people show love, but people don't understand that it's not just a I think I've said this before, just dance in front of the camera, like, la, 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 here I am. That's not what it is. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of editing. There's a lot of time. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of, mental effort to jump in there. And there's Chill Rock. I see you. To do all of this and then to put yourself out there on the internet and then have people come in and just be stupid. And my favorite are the stupid ones. Nasty, just irritating, just ignorant, things like that up in your comments, in your live chats, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I know all of
that.
You get that here. I think like you have to, like when I first started, I was like, hey, there's going to be people that like me and there's going to be people that don't. And I'm okay with that. And I'm just going to be myself. And if they do like me, awesome. If they don't, fuck them. Like,
yep.
I don't care. It's not going to ruin my day.
You got to look at it the same way as just day-to-day life. You can't make everybody happy. So why would you expect, especially on the internet, when you don't see them face-to-face and shit, and they can have whatever username and little anonymous account as they want? Why would you think the same would happen on the internet? That's where you kind of have to look at it.
Right. You're going to have your trolls too, and the people that propose marriage to you, and all kinds of craziness. Like,
man, I haven't had any of that.
You will. Give it some time.
Well, you're married, so you can't really.
Yeah.
I mean, he can accept offers
but
or
it's the
decline
thought.
offers.
I'm, maybe I'll convert to Mormon.
I'm just saying, boy. Come on in. The water's nice. You trying to be number 18 or what?
Harley, I'm kidding. If you're listening.
If we hear an audible slap, wife is here.
No.
See, Truth got one of those, and he posted it on his Instagram. He posted it was, I think, Snow the Product. Yeah, that's about all I know. So he's talking about Snow, and it's on his Instagram. Y'all need to check that out. Where he's basically talking about Snow and, just baby mama, how they, he's like a Mexican drug lord apprentice and all this stuff. And he's just going in. And all of a sudden, in the corner of your eye, you see somebody come in and he stops and he looks and he's like, I'm like, what are you doing? And then he just Queen Supreme shows up. And leans in, looks at the camera, and then he gets his face what I'm talking about, hand on the face and just pushed. And it was like,
oh no, I'm a punk mug.
And he's like, why y'all gotta be talking about Snow when you know she's home? Like, what the hell? That was
dirty.
Savage.
Hi, Alex Hoover. That's my girl there.
I see Patrick's in here too. Man, people are rolling in deep today.
Patrick. Hello, Patrick. Patrick Euler, hello.
No,
What
but
up, Patrick?
Have you guys had anything lately that just stuck out that was just like obnoxious, insane, funny, anything of that nature? I haven't personally because nobody leaves comments. I'm just saying.
I do, but I'll let these guys go first because I got an abundance of them.
Oh
Go
man,
on.
it never ends. It never ends. I think I talked about this one with Truth, but it's just still the funniest one to me. Jen, I know you'll get absolute kick out of this one. So I had someone comment, and you usually get the ones that are like, "Hey, can you react to my music or whatever like that?" But this dude came in my comment section. It was held for review, and I think I trolled him back pretty good, but I don't remember. Came in and said, "Hey, I'm an upcoming rapper from the UK," and whole paragraph like they like to leave, like it's just gonna be their own little billboard on the comment section, and it says, "I make really good music," all this stuff. And then he finishes it with, pretty much, and the best part, "I'll let you react to it for free, 100%. And I said, hold on. I literally told him I tried rereading that comment several times to be like, okay, he can't mean what I think he's meaning. He means he's giving me the blessing where he won't charge me to listen to his music with 23 views on my channel.
Oh man.
What a doll.
Wow.
That was the selling point to drive it home. Oh, by the way, and I'll let you react to it for free, dude.
Oh, what a pleasure.
I'm like, oh my god, now that that's part of the mix, for sure, dude.
Yeah, hold your breath.
I need to. That's fucked up. That's just fucked up.
Hey, Schools, did
can't
you
with
ever
that.
do that and say, I will let you react to my music? You're welcome.
Yeah.
No, 'cause I'm not a fucking idiot.
No. Right.
like why would I expect anyone to? Why I don't see myself as like better than anyone. I'm not a fucking asshole.
Right.
So you
like,
you wouldn't charge me to react to your music?
No, I charge you, Nick. I
Okay,
charge
good.
you,
See, there we go. I like that.
but nobody else.
that's just wild. Yeah, you will get those. And when I first started doing Tom McDonald, I had a lot of people, hey, here's my reactions, and here's, they're like putting like, and like putting their links on my comments. And YouTube actually got away with like rid of that. Like you can't do that on other reactors' content. Like it's rude as fuck, number one. And it's like, why don't you ask first before you do that? It's like people are so hella, like I understand that people are they're thirsty. They're hungry. They're hungry, but it's like, but YouTube it's a community guideline now. You can get your channel shut down for that. But it's crazy. So like
Yeah.
what's the most effed up comment that you've had that stuck out, Nick? I gotta hear this one.
Oh, Jesus.
Let me guess.
I don't.
The diss
I don't
battle.
even know. I mean, that's probably got to be the most annoying because I still get those every day. Because that's still like my most viewed video on my channel. That 51-minute Mac Lethal versus Tom McDonald diss full extravaganza.
Oh yeah, because you're
Where
gonna
they're just like, you're biased. You're biased. You said you were gonna do it unbiased, and you're biased. You're full of shit. I mean, not every day I get at least one.
You are
It
biased
is
against trash.
crazy.
How dare you?
I know. And they're like, you were biased from the very beginning. I was like, because he sucked from the very beginning.
right. Like I'm
like-
gonna do more reactions to the person who's making the most sense and more talented, fucker.
Yeah. And I was like, God, just calm down. I was like, I was also like you pause too much. Of course, there's always going to be a fucking problem. Which
Yeah.
is why I've adapted my
That's a
channel
mess.
theme is my channel, my rules.
Well-
Yeah.
I had a whole back and forth with somebody even yesterday, just because I like trolling these people very much. I usually tell them my channel, my rules. If they're just like, fuck you, you pause too much, I'll be like, my channel, my rules, fuck off. I won't type that, but I'll think it and I'll say something just like, have a nice day.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
somebody yesterday seemed like they were maybe trying to give me feedback, like maybe just a little bit. They're like, I like the commentary, but you pause way too damn much. And I said, I said to each their own. I always say there's lots of great videos out on YouTube. I hope you find what you're looking for. But then he said something like, oh well, he's like, I'm just telling you as a first time viewer. And I was like, I don't care. I was like, that's all good. It's all love. Much love. Enjoy yourself. And then he said, what's the last time I'll be watching? And I'll be like, sounds good.
Like, don't let the door hit you, or do, or whatever.
Sounds
Like,
good, man. Appreciate it.
bye. Like,
Right.
Go
Arriva
elsewhere.
that's cool.
No, don't
I-
go elsewhere. No.
Wait, that can get confusing. Fuck.
God, that's so stupid, man. I'm gonna say it. That's gay as fuck.
Yeah, I get some crazy shit sometimes, but I can only imagine what you get, Jen. Jen, what is like your worst? I as a female on the platform too.
What's your OnlyFans?
OnlyFans.
What?
I mean, I've gotten that a couple times too, but
What's
I've
your
also fed into it.
OnlyFans? I wish you had an OnlyFans. But I was just like, at first, the reason why I was like hell bent against OnlyFans was because I had dignity, and my stupid ex was like, "Hey, you should really do OnlyFans," and I was like, "Wow, dude, you value me a lot. Go fuck
You were
yourself."
with him?
And, we had just broken up.
Wow.
We had just literally just broken up. Like it was like 3 days after we had broken up. Yeah.
Damn.
He left me with $108 in my bank account 2 weeks before Christmas, and look where I'm at today. So,
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, exactly.
no, dude, I
Don't
have you.
fucking-
I was gonna ask you guys this. Have you ever had one of those exes where you look at them and you're like, "How the fuck did
Yes.
I fuck this person? Like, what the fuck was I? I can't even say I was on drugs because I wasn't. I'm like, oh my god, ew, ew. He looks like a fucking newspaper. That's what color like, his tattoos and everything is. It looks like a fucking newspaper with shitty prison tattoos.
I just thought of like really thin skin, like real.
He's gross.
Oh,
Ugh.
there goes Jen
Lord.
Power. I'm sure I'm going to talk over it, honestly. Jen Power tip $5. Hey, all you cool reactors, I'll let you react to my music, which is fire, for the low cost of $2.99 per month. First month free if you sign up immediately.
Oh my god. Thank you, Jen.
Thanks, Jen.
I'm honored.
I'll react to them.
I don't know. She got 2 N's in her name. I don't trust her.
Oh. Full circle.
No, but Jen, you really, I mean, honestly, it's the fun fact is it's one of those things where it's like, you don't have to say anything because you're just killing it, period. You're legit killing it. And, especially if he's, doing what he's doing and doing whatever that might be. He can look at you and be like,
One of
wow.
those reactors that nods with everything, and like that's yeah, like I liked it. Yeah, this is awesome. Yeah, right. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you're there killing it, and he's just there like, I wish she made an OnlyFans.
Exactly. That's what you should take away from that.
Yeah,
He didn't want to be with you, but he's like,
That's-
damn.
that just tells me he knows he fucked up.
No. It's so crazy because here's the funny thing. Like, have you ever broke up with somebody and then they fucking try slamming you and like sending you like these pictures, send your naked pictures to their friends and all that shit, and then they fucking send you one and they're like, I'd still hit it though, and you're like, not with like your new girlfriend's saggy pussy would I ever entertain that idea, and you shoot them down and their egos get really hurt and they're like, oh.
Got him.
Yeah.
That's just saying.
Right.
Truth,
It's
you really
really
should
sad.
sub to Jen's channel. She's amazing. I mean, she tends to go in the metal side of things. She tends to react to a lot of like rock and metal music versus like some other genres, but it's absolutely awesome. And she always does really good deals for people to get their reactions done. You should definitely give her a sub if you haven't yet. Check her out.
And I'll be on OnlyFans soon. Just saying. You guys are making me want to do this now. I'm just saying.
Well, I told you, if some idiot's gonna pay me to see my feet, my snaggle feet, like, let's go. Like,
I got pretty feet. I got them toes that go down in a beautiful line. Like, I don't have one of those toes that like your second toe goes over your big toe. I got them nice toes. I'm just saying.
Skulls, what's your worst comment? I want to know.
Well, I'm a rapper, so they're just mean. They're not even like funny. They're just
Aw.
like really, really, really mean. Like here, there was one recently. Let me pull it up because I wanted to get all of them together and just make it like a collage
And have
And
Nick
post
read
it.
it like a legit,
in a real sexy voice, like. Right. Skull, skull.
Skulls.
Yeah, just another mumble rapper.
And then
Oh,
I'll take
God.
that and I'll make that. I'll put that as in my OnlyFans.
I just need a small percentage. That's all I ask.
No, okay. So here's the comment, the last comment I got that was really mean. All right, so laugh emojis, like a whole line of them. When Sesame Street grows up and says, "Hey guys, let's make an album," threw up in my mouth. At least now, when I need to take a shit, I've got some inspiration.
Oh my god.
See, that's like not even funny. Like it's
It's
just
so
like
mean. I don't know
Much
why I'm laughing.
opportunity. It had so much opportunity to be funny, but they didn't capitalize on that one.
Well,
Yeah, they didn't. They didn't stick the landing. Nick.
They
It's
didn't.
just-
No,
They didn't.
that was very like that was totally like he tried like well thought out, but like it was executed like not at all. Like it was like literally like not executed whatsoever in like a way that would really, and listen, you have to have tough skin and thick skin while you're doing this because you're gonna have hatred. But I've seen your music. I've listened to your music. You have a great rap voice and you have a great clean vocals as well. So let me find out. I'll be like, let me go in this motherfucker. That's wrong. People. I listen to music every goddamn day of my life. And if I thought you were shitty, I would be like, yeah, it's just not my cup of tea, But like, I don't see what like just makes a person. Wait, what the fuck? What makes you go
Cat, it is not
hit
much, but
type
wanted to
all this
donate
bullshit
something.
out
Thanks
and
for
then hit
bringing
that
more
send
and more
button?
good
What
people
possesses
together.
somebody to do that? Were you picked on in school? Do you have a small dick? What?
I think the small dick, like that's what I like to think,
Mhm,
anyways. Like it's the small dick.
by the way,
short,
thank you,
shriveled, little
Melanie.
Small mental
Yeah.
capacity.
Yeah. Melanie's tip $10. Kat, it's not much, but wanted to donate something. Thanks for bringing more and more good people together. Thank you so much. And by the way, nobody is required to donate anything. It's appreciated and much love to you guys. I mean that. But I mean, anything is amazing, and we are happy to have you here. I know that Skulls and I are thrilled when you guys are here. We love doing this.
Start an OnlyFans and have a whole load of
And
fans.
who's? Oh God,
Likes,
hold on.
fans, paper fans,
Oh,
pump
and by the
fans,
way, thank
battery
you for
fans,
saying that, Jen.
oscillating,
That really does
stationary,
mean a lot,
the whole
and
lot.
especially since
Roll.
you listen to a lot of Floor Jansen.
Oh yeah, my girl.
That girl could fucking sing, man.
I'll
Be-
tell you what does something to me. Like the first time I seen Nightwish was the greatest show on earth, Tampere, and I was like, oh, what is this? It's like Trans-Siberian Orchestra on fucking steroids. And this chick here, what's her story?
Oh.
And her birthday is actually coming up on the 21st. I'm going to see Nightwish in May in New York City. I'm like, fuck yeah. I fell in love instantly. But yeah, you have absolutely musical talent, and unfortunately, you're gonna have those people out there. I get them on every video, believe it or not. You know what I do? I usually listen. Back in the day, I used to be like, "Oh, if I'm doing something wrong, can you please let me know?" Because I did take criticism very hard because I really wasn't in a toxic, abusive relationship when I started my YouTube channel. And I was told what to say, how to act, what not to say. Don't do Tom McDonald. When I did my first ever Tom McDonald with, and he deleted it off my channel because he was on there. My ex was like a page manager or some shit, which is now I have zero people. Only I can control anything now. And he literally deleted Adam Calhoun and Upchurch because he got mad. Upchurch subbed to my channel and had commented on one of my reactions, and it was like you can't talk about that, this, that, the other, and I was just like, wow, you have to have this thick skin, and I was literally always hypercritical of myself, and because back then I wasn't allowed to wear my hair a certain way. I wasn't allowed to wear my clothing. I had no good clothing. I had no good makeup. It was I literally was scraping pennies by while he was cashing in the PayPal donation. He left with 3 grand, worth almost about $2,700 worth of PayPal donations for our children's Christmas gifts. And
What a bitch.
oh, dude, bitch ain't even the fucking word, punk bitch.
There it is.
Um, and so that's how I was when I first started, and I would like get hurt by the negative comments because I was, chastised and cheated on and just not, I was abused. So I literally would look at these comments and it would hurt so bad. And then I got to that phase when he left and I was like really finding who I was. And I went on this massive healing journey and I really went in depth of finding who I was again on my own. And like miracle happened. And then I started clapping back at people. I was like, oh, this motherfucker, here we go. And, I'm Italian, so it's really I have a explosive like Italian temper sometimes where, and if you guys don't know that I went to a women's prison for a couple of years and everything for my drug addiction and because of drugs possession, and I straightened my whole life out. November 1st, 2014 is when I got sober, and then I had to go to prison 2 weeks later for 3 years, and but I've been sober ever since before I went to prison, and it's a tough road, but now anymore, if you get those comments like that, like block them fucking people from your channel because they want that you to clap back. They love that attention, and you have to consider the source. These people don't know you personally.
Yup.
Oh, I
You-
know. Well, they're there for a reaction, and they're trying to provoke one. That's what it seems like to me.
yes.
And it's like they're just not worth it because at the end of the day, it's like where do you put your energy? Do you put your energy into negative things or do you put them into positive things?
Right.
And it's weird. Like it's like there's days where I will take it pretty hard,
Yeah.
but they're usually days where I'm already in kind of a disposition where I'm already sort of negative or I'm irritable or something like that.
Hmm.
And those are the days I respond to it. And it always feels like the more I give in and I respond to it, the worse that gets. It's like I
Yeah.
pick up momentum. And then there's a point where I just have to be like, dude, don't think about it. Don't pay it any mind. They don't
Right.
know shit about you. They're just people on the internet throwing their words around like fire. They don't have a fucking clue. It's
Right.
like, just let it be. Let the fire die out. And
What they're trying to
it's
do
not
is
gonna
break
do nothing.
spirit so you quit. And that's the last thing you should do. And if you're having those negative days where you're like, oh my God, I can't even with myself today, don't look at comments. Don't do it until you're feeling better and then you're more upbeat, more positive. And if you see those comments, the very second, that very inkling that you get that this is going south, block them motherfuckers. Because when that's what I do. Like I'm like, fuck you. I'm gonna hide this hide you from my channel. You're not gonna be respectful. Like I don't put up with any bullying or disrespect in my live streams, and I've gotten rid of people like that. And then I've given people chance after chance. I've learned my lessons. Like, you know what? No, you can't be respectful. You're out of here.
Yep.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea just because it's not so much like I'm worried about them coming at me again, but it's like I don't want them going at other people in the comments as well. Like I don't want that to be the environment that my
Right.
Yeah.
channel is to. Like I want people to come here and create a discussion if I don't like the song or just
Right.
share enthusiasm and respect for the whoever I'm reacting to. I don't want it to be this negative place. I remember I made a video a while back and it was one of my most successful videos at the time and it was me making fun of a song. And just after like getting all the comments and seeing what happened at that, I was just like, I'm taking this down. Like it's just it's just all negativity and that's not what I want to be about. And
Right. Well,
that
good
was
for
a
you.
big learning experience for me.
Yeah, it's humbling. This YouTube thing, it can either make or break you. It can make you into this. I think it depends on who you are personally. And if you're a humble person from get-go, an honest person and authentic, you're gonna go far here as long as you're yourself. But if you're this like narcissistic, like disgusting kind of like person that just is in it and sees dollar signs and is in it for all the wrong reasons, it's gonna get all bad. But like really good for you, because that is like it, a toxic environment. It's we deal with toxicity every day in our everyday lives, and the last place that we need it, and it's the internet, it's YouTube. So you're going to get toxicity no matter where you go. But it's I really do commend you for recognizing that and being like, oh shit, because that's going to eat away at you.
Yeah, and it's not good for anyone in the comments either, and
No.
it's just not good for anyone. And I don't want to be the person creating that environment, because
Right.
then it's not just on me. I mean, it affects everyone, and
Yeah.
that's just irresponsible.
Right.
That's like me throwing my words around like fire. Like I'm becoming that person in the comments that said shit to me.
Right. Because where you're at now, you're kind of on that cusp of when they're going to start recommending your videos. And because Nick, I got, like, when you did the naked one, you were recommended when I threw my atomic down, because you came up like right underneath mine, and I was like,
Cool.
who this motherfucker again? Here's this motherfucker naked. Oh my god. What I loved about that is you went above and beyond for your craft, and that's amazing. But like when you're right on that cusp, Skulls, where you're in between 5 and 10K, which is the hardest leap to go through, and make that leap, from 5 to 10. And you're going to get those, you're going to start getting recommended, you know by and that's what you want. You want to have you're a very positive guy. You're a good human being. So just got to stay true to who you are, which you are doing a bang up job as you are. And literally, when you get those negative comments, block them immediately, or give the phone to your wife and be like, hey, go through, have or Cat, or anybody who can be a moderator for you. I think, Cat, you moderate for him, don't you?
I do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my wife would be a terrible idea, because she
Oh,
would
she
just
gonna
start
clap back.
talking so much shit. Like she would go
Yeah.
to
Oh damn.
like
That's
she'd be like, I'm going alpha on these motherfuckers.
That's right. That's right. It's and a lot of the times though, if you really think about it, these people who are going out of their way to do this, and they're letting you rent space in their head, and they have to like be as brutal as possible. That's not because they want to like be constructive criticism, like they want to be hurtful. And they literally, they're thinking about you so much so that they're going to take the time out of their day to comment where they could have been doing something else. And a lot of that has to do with, what this guy, he's putting himself out there. He's comfortable in front of the camera where I am not. He's got vocal talents where I do not. And a lot of it comes from jealousy.
Yes. 100%.
Yeah.
People are envious and jealous, and that's very ugly to be, jealous and ugly of somebody else. People should be happy for a person's success, and keep it moving.
Like
Well,
for real. Like when my friends do good, like I'm so happy to hear about it. Like
Right.
I'm so happy to hear about it. Like, and then like honestly, like some of the people like around where I live, like I've seen it so many times, like people doing good and just absolutely no support. And I'm like, how can you be this way?
Oh,
These are your people. These are the people you went to school with. Like you can go in your yearbook, and fucking these people are right next to you, and that's how you treat them. That's how you do them. Like nah, like raise each other up. Like we're
right.
not in competition. Like the more you raise that person, like if we're all working together on separate things, we can all raise each other up. And it really pisses me off when people don't see that opportunity. It's just all
No.
selfishness. It's all them. Like I have to be this much better than people. And
Yeah.
I hate that status. And that's why I love what we're trying to do here is like anybody who comes on, we get rid of status. Like we're just people, we're just
Right.
talking. It's all good.
Right. It's I don't. I get a lot of people who say, like, I'm your fan, and detest that word. It's like, ew. It's not that I like when somebody says it to me, I'm like, ew, get away from me, yuck. No. It's because when I was, and I hate to keep referencing this abusive relationship that I was in, it was toxic. But like, when you hear that from somebody and that like they're not musically talented and they were in the shitty band and I have to add all these women on Facebook because they're my fans, and
Oh,
you're just like, ugh. Or I got 20,000 subscribers on YouTube, and these fans that we have all around the world, we're famous, and this is what I was told. And when I first started, we're famous. No, no, no. We can go anywhere we want to. We could stay anywhere we want to. We can go to Finland and they'll put us up and all this shit. And I'm like, that's. And so from that day on, I was just like it was before I even started YouTube. It was back when, like I raised my child by myself. While he was out doing God knows whatever, drugs, women, whatever it was. And here I am raising this baby. I'm pregnant and I'm left home. And, when the baby's born, I'm left home by myself. I'm left in the hospital with the baby. And it like that literally fucked with my head so much, but made me a better human being.
amen.
It really did. It made me see, like, ew, this is the most disgusting behavior I've ever seen. I'm ashamed to ever I was so ashamed to be associated with that. And, using people and lying and, oh, the camera, there's a leak in the ceiling and the camera, it dripped on the camera. Oh my God, we need a brand new one. And that was another lie. And I'm going, motherfucker, you can't be lying to people. You can't, and it was just like, oh my God. But I literally allowed what I had witnessed and dealt with to form who I am today. And what's so great about human beings is that we do have the capability to change who we are and change, like, tweak little things about us, and make be the best versions of ourselves each and every day, and strive
Absolutely.
to, right?
Those kind of situations can either make or break you, bottom line. Like, that is as simplistic as it can get. It can make or break you. And if you choose to let it make you, you can go to the stars, period. But if you let it break you, then, you just have to do something different. You got to change something. But those are those moments, like we've talked about this before. Those are those little forks in the road that you don't even see that are coming. Those little choices that you make, the way you handle something, the way you react to something. I'm not talking about videos. I'm talking about in real life. Like, if the way you react, I'm not saying that's not real life. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you react to something with positivity or negativity, if you choose to do something about it, or you choose to, wait until it's a better time, all of those little micro forks in the road, right? They all lead you down to the path of where you need to be. And hopefully they all are going the correct direction and they're going to make you. And,
Right.
you don't ever see it at that time. I'm going to do this real quick because shout out to Ben. He tipped $3. He says, start an OnlyFans, have a whole lot of pics, box fans, paper fans, palm fans, battery fans, oscillating, stationary, the whole lot.
Nice.
Also got 20 from Patrick that I'm gonna forward your way, Kat, through Cash
Oh,
App.
nice.
He wasn't able to pull yours up for some reason, but he sent it to me. I'm gonna get it to you. He said 20 for love the podcast, keep being you.
Aw, thank you, Patrick. Much appreciated, honestly.
Kat is
That's really nice.
absolutely
Thank you.
wonderful. I'm like, I met Kat through Edgar, through XMC, because I think somebody said up there that I think Patrick said it. He's like, Kat mods for everybody, and that's how I ran into Kat, was through XMC's channel. And we kind of clicked like immediately. I don't know what fuck happened, but it was just like one of those immediate clicks, right?
Yeah.
And like we exchanged phone numbers, and like I felt immediately comfortable with her, and just kind of like one of those people that are like your Insta friends, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, it totally makes sense. I mean, that's pretty much how me and her were too.
We
Just
all
like,
understand how
boom.
that goes. That just wins us over. We
she
just all fall
she's
in love.
I'm fully unapologetically and genuinely me. That's all I can say.
right. That's right.
Homie.
But you're very, like magnifying, or what is that? Not, I'm trying to find it. People like gravitate towards you because of you're authentic, and you can tell. Like I knew from Rip, like you've been through some shit yourself, and it's like okay, and I firmly believe that this world puts people into our lives for a reason.
Amen.
I
You
agree.
know,
Thank you,
and
man.
I honestly do think that all the hard work that you do will pay off. This was like my first ever podcast, but one of the funnest times that I've ever had just
Hell
with
yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
It's been so much fun. And my point where I was trying to get with the whole fans thing back before, like when we were talking about just being ourselves, like I don't see myself as this YouTuber, right? Because I'm more than that. I'm a mother, I'm a daughter,
Yep.
a sister, a cousin,
Amen.
I'm a normal person, and I don't allow like that to define who I am.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well,
So
people tend to forget that when they see personalities online, when they see YouTubers, and like I've said before, people they think that you just dance around from the camera, it's no big deal, it's easy as pie. It's not, they don't understand the work that goes into it and the hate that people get and the negativity. There's a lot of, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of positivity. There's a lot of people that are just, they want to support, they want to be there for you. It's very hard to find people you can trust because there's
mhm,
the clout chasers, right? And then there's this hands down simps. There's the echo
oh,
chambers. There's all these different types, which you could consider positive, sort of, kind of. But then there's the negative part of it. It's the time consumption that it takes. It's the work that goes into it, the thought process. That how can I make this better for everybody? Because now you're not just doing it for you. It's not like, oh well, you're just doing it for you. Just do what I want. No, you guys have tens if not hundreds of thousands of people in this group. There's a ton of people literally that you're trying to make sure that they're entertained because you care. And that's the thing
right,
is that
Right.
those are the people that I tend to resonate with, is the people that actually care what people, not what they think as much as that what they're doing is putting forward the best that they can themselves. And then the people
right.
that
Absolutely.
support, like shout out to my mods, the
Mhm.
people that support like the moderator teams and stuff, a lot of them they don't get paid. They're doing it because they rock with you, they resonate with you. I mean, been there, done that, obviously I do still. But in the other flip side of that, it's like they support. There's a big difference between support and be like, I'm a mod, yay. There's a big difference. It takes a lot of work to do all of these pieces, get everything scheduled, to make everything work. Whether you're
Right,
just helping out or whether you're the person doing it. And people just tend to, what's the word for it? They tend to overlook it, like they don't appreciate it at all. And then they
right.
get nasty and they get demanding. That's my favorite part. Is like I love
Oh,
being a mod in streams when people are getting rude. Oh please,
I know,
please,
right? I
please
text
bring it.
Matt like, "Girl, you got this, motherfucker. Where's my watchdog at? Where you
Well,
at?"
because I try to be
First.
nice and I try to be subtle a little. Like I'm waiting to see like with Jen or Nick or anybody, what is your reaction to it? If you when you see the deleted message, like do your eyebrows go up or are
Attack.
you like kind of you know? And if that
Nick, you go
happens,
first.
I'm gonna nail them. I'm gonna get them. But if I don't see that, then I'm kind of wait. Like, I wonder what are you in the mood to troll them yourself, or are you gonna like just let it go and hope it goes away? It's kind of a balancing act. But man, I'm happy anytime. Like, I think it was what is it, Nick? Last night, that dude was just kept going and going at Carly, and I was just like timed out. I jumped back in the chat and I was like, oh nope, I just timed him out. Like everybody else was like telling him to
God.
stop, and I was like, nope, you're out. I can't do this shit
I
with
never
you.
seen one of Nick's lives. I want to now.
My lives? Oh boy. We end up on some tangents and some conversations that are not intended.
Had hashtag shower
Right,
stream.
but I'm happy to land just fine. That's
We,
awesome.
we go hard on the live streams. There's no doubt about that.
That's
I was looking at
awesome.
my live stream average and it's straight up, I think, like 6 or 7 hours.
Oh my god.
Yeah. My birthday, I did an
Fucking work.
accidental almost 12-hour live stream.
That was epic. I went to bed and you were alive, and I got up and you were still alive. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I went in
I've
chat.
had that before. Oh my god, my
I-
moderators. I've had a bunch of them since day one. Only 2 or 3 of them had left because, they went the other way with the divorce, and I won the best one. I'm just saying.
Nice.
I love my moderators. I think we're a
Just
tight knit
wanted to
family.
share some love.
I don't get to
Enjoy your
communicate with
reactions.
every one of
Jim,
them
looking
like I
forward to
would
checking out
or want
yours.
to. I mean, because after, like, when I shut the camera off and I'm in reactor mode when I'm doing reactions, and even on my live stream sometimes I'll do reactions just to cut time and kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And after I shut the camera off and the live streams, which I wanted to do anyways, because for a couple hours, get people out of their troubles of their fucking day,
Amen.
come hang out and have a good time. And, you know, so when I shut the camera off, I'm in pure mom mode. Like, you'll see my little boy come, like, my mother, God bless her, she would watch Roman for me while I'm streaming. And as soon as I was done, that 2-hour mark, Roman would get sent downstairs. And you'll see him coming on my live streams like, "Hey, mommy, are you done working yet?" It's like, "Yes, no, I am. Thank you." Because I don't really want my kid to be on YouTube that much. He's only 3.
Right. You
Yeah,
gotta find that balance.
you do. You really do.
God,
And,
baby. And
you
it's
know,
there's gonna be times when you're really good at it, and times when you're like, okay, I need to check myself. That happened to me last week, where I was like, I just need to kind of decompress a little bit,
right.
and look around, not just full internet mode.
Yeah, I seen where you took a hiatus too, and sometimes, like, if
Yep.
you do too much, you have a lot of content, Nick. You do. You push a lot of content out, and when you're doing that and you're constantly streaming and whatnot, you know, you can suffer what's called a burnout, and people don't think that that's real
Yeah.
because
Yeah, it
there's
is.
that is so easy. You guys are just, it's the easiest thing to do is reactors. Well, what I say to that is, if it's so easy, why aren't you doing it?
Yep.
It's not as easy as some people think, and your editing skills are phenomenal. I
Thank
myself, like, you're welcome. And I can't, like, I don't know how to fuck to edit anything. I'm gonna keep
It
100.
still is a lot of effort though, just to even film, upload, put your tag. I mean, it's just the whole process.
I feel like that
Nonetheless,
would
even
be
the editing.
harder. I feel like that would be harder to not edit because you have to like really get your shit right. You have to really be in the right mindset. Like, it seems
Right.
like there's a lot more pre-work to do.
Yeah. See, I right now, like, doing as many live streams as I have, as much content as I've put out, I can be on a live stream and be like, "All right, y'all, I'm doing a reaction, and this is how I do it," and then I can upload it, and y'all will see. It's a one take deal for me, because if I fuck up, I think there was a couple times where I was like, I looked at them and I looked right at the camera and I looked at all these people and I'm like, well, and
Yeah, I do that all the time.
we gonna scratch that one, what I
Yeah,
mean?
I just recently started doing the live reactions, kind of like a few weeks back, or maybe a month ago now. But I guess it's been a little bit. But I'm gonna start doing that with the ones from the live. I feel like if it wasn't big enough for me to just like cut the live stream and stop all that, like it was just natural, just fucking do it, intro, outro, and then just let it, just send it.
Yeah, it's fun to do. I really enjoy what I do. I if I didn't like this, I wouldn't do it. And I really did go in from rip, like, we're gonna do these live streams, and that was my mantra. I'm like, all right, y'all, we're gonna forget about every fucking thing. We're gonna fucking laugh. We're gonna have a good time, and you're not gonna be able to control trolls online. You're just not.
Yeah.
With the internet comes trolls. But seriously, like, I mean, you could choose to spend your whole day answering comments and clapping back, or you can just be like, fuck this, and just block people from your channel. Believe you me, you're not gonna miss them. More is they're gonna come as long as you're yourself. You know.
Yeah, and it's hard enough to, even when just everything's happy and fun, to just keep that in your headspace all day long, just because of what you have to kind of keep up with things and keep going, and routines and stuff you have to build for yourself. But if you
Right.
let that part also take a part, then it's just like, okay, well, now your headspace full of not just internet fun things, it's just all kinds of stuff. And that's when like the burnouts really happen and stuff
Hmm.
like that. Like when I took my break, I mean, It's usually, I feel like you have to catch the burnout before it happens, and you
Yeah.
have to give yourself just a little break. That way, it doesn't turn into a long break. Like for me, mine was different though because I had just got out of a relationship. I moved back to Los Angeles, and I was going through all kinds of different change, and then it mixed with a little bit of a burnout. And then I came back though, and you have to catch yourself before it becomes a permanent burnout, because then that's a different deal.
Right. And I'm like, I have this sense, like the sixth sense about like reading people. And with like 100, with what you just said, 100, because it's 100% true. It's real. It's you do have to get a sense of, oh boy, here it comes. But with skulls, I feel like you're like me. Like you can see a bunch of positive comments all day long, but that one is going to get under your skin, and it's going to haunt you. That's what that like you I can be like, 1,000,002 people can say you're so beautiful, this and that, and then I get to hear this one person that says I can see your wrinkles, or this and that, or say something fucked up to me, and I'm going to be like, I'm going to hone in on that solitary bad comment and be like, oh my god, I don't know if I read you wrong on that one or not, but
I think
it's
some days are better than others, like there are days where I can really dwell on it just because like my disposition when reading a comment is, hey, maybe you know something that I don't know, you know?
mm,
And so
yeah,
I try to listen to people because like I think that everyone has some knowledge that, the other person doesn't. I think we're all unique in that way.
mm,
But not everyone's with the internet, it's not the case. I mean, like
right,
it's possible that that person saying like awful things to me has something unique to say to me, but from where their intentions are and their intent, I'm not going to get anything out of it, and that's
With
what I
the
got.
numbers,
Remember,
as they grow too, you can't trust that just the one person saying something is going to be the one that's
yeah,
a valuable comment. If
that's
you get it
right,
if you get it from like a bunch of people and even some like loyal subs and stuff that rock with you, like their reputation is a little bit higher, you can place value on that.
yes,
But as your numbers are getting bigger now, you can't even trust like the two or three that might say something.
right,
Like because you even though it's more than one person, like okay, maybe there's a few people now saying it that it's true. That's not necessarily true just because in the ratio of things, that's bullshit. If
yeah,
there was
yeah,
something really that was probably feedback, you'd probably get it from a lot more. That's like videos where you get 2 dislikes or even a small amount of dislikes. It's one thing. If you had more people like half your likes were dislikes, if it was like even split, it's like okay, maybe there's something I need to address and we can talk about it, have a healthy conversation about it, maybe on a stream or something. But
yeah.
you can't take the one off or even few off comments like that.
right,
Honestly, I feel like that's
one,
why it's good to have like a good circle of people around. Like
Absolutely, and
people
the
you
ones
can.
that aren't just going to hype you up, but tell you if you ask for their opinion. Again, not
Yeah,
giving free opinions, but like if somebody asks for
no,
your opinion, that
man,
like, that's always been me. That's why people sometimes hate me because I will be brutally honest to everybody and share my thoughts, whether you want to take it or not. I'm the most brutally honest person, and I'm not just somebody who says that. Many
yes,
people know this about me. I have sometimes no filter when I probably should, but fuck it.
yes,
But I mean, I also speak from the mentality that I was lucky when it comes to like the whole reading comments. I mean, I still have days, like you said, some days are better than others where I'll read one, I'll get in my head about it. But I'm usually more harder on myself than what the
mm-hmm,
comments are saying. That's usually my issue because I was lucky enough to, I mean, I'm in an industry, I guess, lucky enough, where my job, when I first moved out here, I realized I've got to go into audition rooms all day long and get told no, 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 no. Like, you're not going to, you have to handle that rejection and stuff. And I think in
mm,
the same way, that kind of primed me to be like, YouTube comments, I don't care what one person says. Because, like, when you walk out of an audition room, the thing they say is that once you walk out of that room, you drop it. You could have spent the 3 days before getting ready for that audition, but once you walk out of that room and even before you hear an answer back from them, you have to forget about it.
yeah,
But
that's
and that's something like honestly, I really respect about you is that like I mean that's your job pretty much to go get rejected 99%
yeah,
of the time,
yeah,
and you
uh-huh.
still maintain this positive disposition. Like I think that's so
it's
impressive and so admirable. Yes, exactly,
I
admirable.
appreciate it. I mean, I haven't been able to do it the past 2 years without the pokey pokey, but you know. But
Hey,
no,
I mean it's a rough
it's I mean
gig.
that it was one of those things because that was also when I had just started this channel at least because I had other channels before this one, but when I just started this channel, and that was exactly like lined up with me moving out to Los Angeles because I filmed that and stuff like that, to where it all hit me in the face at once. Okay, you got to deal with some YouTube comments, and the acting stuff. But at that time, my channel wasn't really growing because I was mainly still posting just vlogs and stuff. I really wasn't consistent at all, and I didn't have to deal with the negative comments as much. So it was good timing for me, but it's the hardest thing is to get over in any capacity where you have to deal with that either rejection or criticism and just take it as one person's opinion and move on in some instances. But if it's somebody you value their opinion, take it and at least absorb it a little bit, look at it and see, okay, does this make sense?
Yeah. And you have to differentiate which is constructive criticism and
Yes.
like Cole said, what is flat out deliberate hurt.
Yes.
Those are the comments where you just got to get rid of them. And
Yeah.
they can't respect you enough to say something respectful, then they don't belong on your channel. They
Agreed.
don't.
Yeah,
That's
I
a-
agree
that's
with
true.
that. That kind of put the priorities into perspective for me too. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna just
like if the intent is no good, then
yeah.
just don't listen to them.
I'm gonna jump in. Wolf7 Music tip $25. Good evening. Just wanted to share some love. Nick, enjoy your reactions. Jen, looking forward to checking out yours.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Super kind. Yeah, y'all go check out Jen's channel, man. She's a killer.
Oh Lord, I'm getting a blushing over here.
Yeah,
Serious, she's like, when it comes to metal music, like she's like my sensei, my goals. Because
Oh,
like I see so many videos that I'm like, I want to watch, I want to go react to it just so I can watch her reaction. So
Mhm.
much, so often, because there's so many things that look so fun, and I'm just like, I haven't gotten there yet.
Well, that's
dude,
it.
we
That's
come
a
together.
I'm down.
I asked Kat to do, like, I know I'd love to work with Skulls as well, and I'm like, because I'm all about like working with other reactors.
yes.
Like, I think it's fun. I think it's actually I think it's fun when you're watching a reaction video, because I every morning I do Nightwish reactions. I'm looking at them, I'm watching them, and I've met some stellar people doing that, like friends now, and so I've done a couple with I've done one with XMC with Mr. L Boyds, which he's that's my sensei. He's my dude.
Yeah, man.
I
you know that
love
dude.
He is he's fun. I talk to him, a lot on the phone. And, I think like it's so fun to do like a reaction video, but with another one, you get like, you get your like two different opinions. And
Absolutely.
what the world really needs to see is even if we don't agree, it's okay.
Amen. Amen.
So whenever you're ready, like let me know. And
Yeah. I was gonna even ask you, as much of it I get, and I know you get it too, in probably other realms other than metal, where it's like, oh, I want to listen to something that's off the wall from what I normally listen to, and then they're like, you haven't heard that song? I can't believe you haven't heard this group. It's like, hey, I'm being honest. It's an
Right.
opportunity for me to check out something new, so don't shame me for it. I say
Yeah.
the same thing about Tupac, because I still have to listen to some Tupac,
What?
and Nightwish. You have to tell me my first Nightwish song to
What?
do. You have to tell me my first Nightwish song to do.
Oh, definitely
you
the
already
Love
The
Score,
first
right?
yes.
Okay.
I would do Ghost Love Score live from Vakken, 2013.
Okay. Yeah.
It's spelled Wacken, but it's Vakken.
Vakken. Okay, so I won't get flamed in the comments for saying that wrong
Yeah,
anyway.
not like me. I mean, everyone was nice though. The army's really
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah.
They
Okay,
really are. No, they are. They are a stellar group of people. I'm gonna tell you guys a little secret, which is not really a secret, but I'm not. I have zero shame whatsoever. So when COVID hit and unemployment was like, "Oh, who the fuck are you?" So my ex started a channel, and he went to this. He seen No Life Shack, and he kind of acted like No Life Shack.
Boy.
He kind of mimicked No Life Shack,
Oh god.
right? Dude, I'm like, if
I
you
can
can't be
feel you cringing, Nick. Stop.
we all are, I think, right now. Like,
I'm like
Like-
in the corner right now.
right, like I'm sucking my thumb right
Oh, my
now.
noise gate was
Rocking
on. I
back
thought I
and
could
forth,
do that.
sucking my thumb right now. So, No Life Shack is, oh my god, I can do that too. I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. And then there was this reactor who pissed off the Nightwish Army, but my ex was friends with him on Facebook. His name is Peretti is here or some bullshit.
Oh boy.
So he contacted him on how do you start, what do you need, what do you do, every da 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 da. And so that was his YouTube mentor. And he goes, okay, because I think he did a couple reactions before Nightwish, and it wasn't taking off. He goes, "Listen, he went to his mentor. What's going on? You know, because this is the type of person that if he doesn't
And
get
decide for yourself.
like on right, if you don't get a like on Facebook,
Skulls.
he's like
Forgot to
crying,
say hello to you as well.
like
Hers is
pussy
my
bitch,
penance.
and so he was like, all right, he goes, what do I do? What do I do? And so he was like, hey, bro, and I was right there when I heard the conversation. You need to do Nightwish. He goes, and he did exactly, do the greatest show on earth, do Ghost Love Score, Romanticide, Story Time, whatever's going to get you and there. You're going to get a lot of views from a lot of clicks from this. And he goes, well, why don't you have, why aren't you doing Nightwish? And he goes, because I got drunk one night and told the Nightwish army that there were a bunch of fucking crybaby snowflakes, which was true. And so he lost a ton of subscribers and could not do any Nightwish reactions anymore.
Shame on him.
Right? Hey, alcohol, it's the best truth serum in the world.
It sure is.
Right. And so he started to do Nightwish reactions and then was all chummy how I saved his life. I'm the best thing since sliced bread, blah, blah, blah. And so they were like, well, you should show her Nightwish. And so I was invited to do a react, much to my dismay, because I was like, I don't want to be on camera. I just don't. I'm a very public or very private person where he was very like public and everything was all about his band and all this and that. And I didn't want to do it. I was like, no. And then he bothered me for weeks. And I'm like,
God.
fine. Oh my God. And so when he hit that play button, I was like, my jaw was like, what the fuck is that? Like within like, I'd say about 35 to 40 seconds in, I was like, oh, no fucking way. And I thought to myself, like, this is like TSO on steroids. I'm like, this is what? And then the ending was like, I don't want to put out too much because I don't want to spoil it for you. But there was fireworks and shit. And I'm like, this whole massive production. I was like, and I'm watching everything that's going on. And you're just like, your head's like, your eyes are like shooting back and forth. You're like, oh my God, this is insane. And I'm ADHD anyways. So it was like, oh, they garnered my attention the whole time. That's very hard for me to find bands that do that. And Nightwish did. They knocked it out of the fucking ballpark. I was like, oh my God.
That's awesome.
So I downloaded every fucking thing I could, and then I just fell in love with these people, right? And we started doing Nightwish Sundays and doing live streams, and we were doing the full concerts and stuff, which there were like 800 live viewers at one point, and then in front of 800 people, oh, she should start her own channel. It was lighting up, and then like it was like, hey, you're gonna start your own channel, and I'm like, oh, am I? Well, in front of all 5 people. So I was like really blindsided with the whole thing. Like, so it was kind of accidental that my channel even happened. It was forced kind of. And I'm like, whatever, fuck it. And I found out I really liked it. And it was fun. And Double T had come in about a couple, 2 or 3 months. My friend Double T that was here, he came in, real heavy and he was like, you're awesome, blah blah blah. We became friends, and it was just all sorts of chaos, because I remember the stream on December 12th, I had to go pee, and I put on my ex.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I put on my ex's band as like a hold on, watch this shit while I go.
Like you broke cat.
I'm sorry. She's like, well, I was in the middle of it. It's a very serious, and it's like, in the middle of this, I had to go pee, and it was like, I feel that so much. Like,
right, like mom bladders, girl.
Exactly.
Right. So I put on one of his songs that was like on YouTube or something. And like I came back down and I was like, yeah, this one's a cokehead. This one was fucking teenage girls. This one, that one. And I was and people started tearing the song apart because it fucking sucked, dude. I'm not going to lie. That band fucking sucked. It was called Grim Trigger. It was My Accidental Butt Dial is how he named that band. It was like, oh, yeah. It was like, oh, bad. And so like Thomas, like it was like during Christmas time, so he donated $500. It was crazy. And so I come upstairs after the stream and I'm like, babe, oh my God, did you see what Thomas did? Because he would watch it on his phone. And that's when he looked at me and he goes, that's it. I'm not happy with you. I'm leaving. Just like that. And took everything. And I was like the PayPal was in his, what was
For
on his
real?
PayPal. So,
That's what it was?
yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh no, through him live streaming and us doing Nightwish concerts and shit, and through him live streaming on his channel is how he got all those PayPal donations. He was saying, "Oh, my kids need presents. I've never given them a good Christmas." So people donated $2,700, and he took every penny with him because when we get super chats, we have to wait a whole month. They're a month behind on YouTube.
Yeah.
So when he left, I had exactly $108 in my bank account, and it was fucked up. It was all bad. Like it was he went live and aired it all. It was fucked up. I was like, "Ooh, this is bad." And cuz I like I said I might be on YouTube, but in my real life, I'm very private. I
Right.
like to keep
It's not
it's
always a
very,
bad thing.
would you want to be under a microscope? I know you're an actor, Nick, right? But like imagine being like very famous, right? And you're like a celebrity, and anything and everything that you do is is under a microscope, and you have paparazzi and all of that. I'm grateful as fuck that I'm no
Yeah.
nothing like that, because I could not handle that. I need
I
the sanctity of privacy. I need that.
I
As
don't blame you one bit. And that's gonna be something that I'm gonna. I mean, and I say this not in like a all boastful, like overly cocky way, but like I plan on that being a factor in my life at some point, obviously, or else I wouldn't have picked this career
right,
path.
right,
Like you don't pick it unless you think like. I always tell people like, what's your end goal? It's like I want to be the biggest entertainer in the world. It's not your
right,
mentality. You can't do it. Sex Gold
right.
wants to be like he wants to change the world with his music. Like I guarantee, like that's one of his goals. Like you can't have that mentality, and you can't not have that mentality. But
No,
like
you
that's definitely one of the things is like privacy. It's like it's something that you have to kind of when you choose something like this, you have no choice. But if it wasn't for that, I would
mm,
not obviously want that factor.
right.
If
You
it wasn't
know,
a byproduct of what I know is like part of reaching my goals, I wouldn't. I obviously would elect to have that privacy.
right, because like that's the kind of you're gonna have to take the good with the bad type thing. When you're making stupid Uber money, I don't think you're gonna give a shit. You're gonna be like, whatever, dude. I can just go to Belize and rent out an island if I want to, motherfuckers. You know, and I really appreciate you having goals like that and aspirations and dreams, because like this was not my dream. It was somebody else's, but then it turned into my dream,
Right.
and
It's meant to happen.
this is, yeah, with and with my channel and with my background of where I came from, where I once was, when I started divulging about my past with my substance abuse and prison and all that, was in my falling in reverse videos. And everybody from Australia to the United States to all over the fucking world, people were like, you're helping me stay sober. Your story is inspiring me to get sober. And hey, Jen, I just want to let you know it's like 3 months since I used, and because of you gave me hope. And I'm like, I can help more people by sharing my story, because like I was one of the lowest junkies that you could ever meet. It
Hmm.
was I was bad, and if I can turn my life around, anybody can. And I love this. I love what I do. And if I didn't love this, I wouldn't do it.
Exactly, and that's what you said earlier about like there's a difference between people who are just doing it for the attention or for the money, and
Right.
people who just want to do it just because they have fun with it. They like talking to people and finding something to entertain people with,
Me.
Yeah.
whether it's for like 2 minutes or 3 hours on a live stream or more of just binging videos. Like there's
Right.
a big difference between the two,
Yeah.
and like it's very hard to sometimes share that privacy part, but sometimes you can use that and really. It shows people that I mean when people sometimes see us as successful people or something, it kind of gives them that scope of like, wow, they went through it though, or they see you as a person, and then you can find out more and be like, okay, well that gives me hope. It's more relatable, and you're hitting those people a little bit deeper than just your takes on music or your videos you put out or something like that.
Right. Right. It's amazing. It's you can like this platform could be either used for good or evil. And I am not evil. And I was voted the class clown. So I love that.
Oh,
Love to make people laugh and forget about their problems. I love that. I'm kind
absolutely.
I'm
And
one of the
that's showing your emotion, wearing your heart on your sleeve like that, and finding that balance, of course. With some things you will keep private because that's the smart thing to do.
right.
But I mean, doing it as much as possible, as much as you're comfortable with, and sometimes pushing yourself to do it for the sake of other people that are watching who you could be helping
Right.
is a really important thing. Like I had started, and even I caught myself kind of trying to do that more on my channel, where I've been out in LA. I've been in California since 2017. Like the first couple years, I was able to work in the entertainment industry. I had to leave because I was just got broke. Moved a couple hours north, and I just moved back, and it's been just like a crazy struggle with. I haven't been able to do any acting gigs because of the whole vaccine dumbness and
Oh,
stuff like that. Where it's just been YouTube, and it was like, okay, well, why did I move back down here? And da 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 da. And it's hard to like be open, like with have hard times. It's like I always love acting, even if it's YouTube. I don't care what avenue it is. I entertain people. That's not the point.
right.
But when it's like something I actually just love the craft of, and I can't do it, and because of stupid reasons and people, my mentality on the world being kind of conservative from Texas, I'm not very welcome on here. Like those kind of emotions, I've kind of started sharing those more, and people have been like, "Wow, that really kind of like inspired me. I appreciate you for what you're doing." Like all this stuff like that, it reaches people on a deeper level. Like
Mm,
I used to have a thing that I did only like once. I think I only posted one of them was called Tailgate Talk. It was like almost like a little mini podcast where Nick can just go on. I would sit on my tailgate of my truck, and I would rant about what it's like trying to be like just my week. Like I was gonna just say, here's the good, bad, and the ugly, because too many people just post the good about, oh, I moved out here to be an actor and everything's going great. They don't tell you the full thought process, the mental struggles, whether it's being a creator, whether it's being a actor in an unwanted industry or unwelcomed. Like, and I started that, and I did one video of it, and it was so hard to film and post because
right.
it was like I was just literally just sitting there ranting and be like, I was really upset about this yesterday, and this got in my head, and it's hard to be that open. It's hard, but like I told everybody, I'm gonna start doing those again because I think it's important to do, even if it's hard for yourself. Sometimes to put
Right.
that out there for people, because even if it helps only one person, only if one person sees that and takes something from it, that's a win.
Absolutely. Great. Well said. Well put. I think that was absolutely beautiful. With skulls, with that pins and needles, man, like that was, I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, a lot of people get triggered by that. But I'm a 7.5 year, like even Kat was like, hey, are you going to be okay? And, because she's hella compassionate, but she's a goddamn bulldog. I'll tell you what. I fucking love her.
Oh yeah, she is. That's why I fucking love her too.
I
She's
fucks,
awesome.
I fucks with her.
But yeah, I mean, like I sort of like got a taste of what you were talking about, where when you reacted to it, and everyone was like sharing their stories with me and
Ain't
saying
that
that they resonated with it, and it was like overwhelmingly positive, but it was really overwhelming in the same sense of having to hear everyone tell me that they've gone through all these horrible things. And I think I was on the phone with Kat at the time when that was
Yep.
happening.
Yep.
And I kind of got quiet and I had to go just because it was just super overwhelming because it's like it's great people were responding to the song, but the reason why they were responding just was so sad and overwhelming to me because I've known people in my family. I'm not going to go into names or anything, but I've
right.
known people in my family go through that shit, and like it's just a vicious and brutal cycle, especially if your entire family is stuck in that cycle.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you latch onto your family, like it's your family. How could you
Yeah.
not?
Some people see it and think that that's just the way it is, but then you got to
Yeah,
show sometimes
exactly.
people that, oh, there's another option there.
And then even when they're trying to get out of it, it's still their family. They're trying to look out for them, and
Yeah.
then they go with them and or try to help them out, and then they go to their place and there's drugs there, and it's like they're getting sucked back in, and
Oh yeah.
and
But even like
just
Jen, like I didn't get a chance to say at the beginning of your podcast, I'm very sorry for your loss. But
Oh,
I find it so amazing and so like admirable that you're already back. You shared that with everybody. You showed so much fucking strength already being back that quick, and just spreading more love. Like that is the most beautiful thing I think I've ever seen.
thank you so much. My dad would have been like, go back, and celebrate my life, and that's what we did on Saturday. Last Saturday we had his funeral. We had we had him laid out. They did a beautiful job, and you know the overwhelming love. Over 100 people were there. Fuck COVID at the time. I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. I don't care. That was like the farthest thing from my fucking mind. I
Yeah.
hugged every fucking person, my family, the people that I haven't seen. Death is, although it's very sad and traumatic, especially how it happened, what happened with that morning that my dad died, and you know, um, just to see how many people came together and were there because they loved him, because he was a really great man, and I I if I sit stagnant too long, I get comfortable, too comfortable,
Right. And
and
even
so
that thought process you said about him saying he would have wanted you to keep, doing your
yeah.
thing. Like that says so much about him and you. Like that's just such a beautiful thing.
Right. And the week before he died, he looked at me and says, "You need to take care of your mom." And I'm like, "Shut up, old man. You ain't going nowhere. You're going to be like G Dog, and you're going to live to be a fucking 96-year-old asshole." And, me and my dad had a really great relationship. And we talked to each other all kinds of fucked up, but like out of love, not and silliness, not out of like hatred or anything like that. And he was the one who called my PO and said like she overdosed while in under your guys' supervision, like do something, and that ate him up for years. Even he didn't tell me until I was getting out of prison, like a couple, I think maybe a month or two before I got out of prison. I was going to get out of prison, and he told me, "I'm the one who called your probation officer." And I'm like, "Okay, thank you." And he was perplexed and I said, "Look, man, did it suck I had to be here this long? Fuck yeah. And for drugs, yeah, when people are here for rape and murder and all this shit, killing their babies, fuck yeah, it sucked. But it made me who I am today. So he saved my
Absolutely.
life, because yeah, I was sober 2 weeks before I went to prison. But god damn it, he heard that so many times over the years. He didn't believe me. It was like me crying wolf. And he was
Yep.
like, "Nope, I watch." And he did that out of love, but it ate him up inside until the day he died. Even though I reassured him over and over again. Like, and that's the thing, like with pins and needles, your track, it's beautiful, because you're going to get those people that have been through it, persevered, beat it. You're going to get those people who are going through it presently, and you're going to get and give them the hopes. And then you're going to get the people that have family members who are, or friends, or children that are dealing with that.
Yep.
So that's going to affect everybody, because this opiate epidemic is out of control. And I'm going to say it, I don't give a fuck what kind of backlash I get. I don't care what kind of subscribers I lose. Biden ain't doing a goddamn thing about it. I'm just going to say it how it is.
I feel
Most
like
of the
every
politicians aren't,
politician, yeah, like most politicians just don't do anything about it. It's not a priority to them, when
No.
it should be, because like even if you look at people, like how many people are affected by this drug and opiate epidemic, it's like, imagine the amount, like from a political standpoint, imagine the amount of money in tax dollars you could generate just by reintegrating them into society.
Right.
It makes no sense, even from a political standpoint, for them to sweep them under the rug. It's like, help them. It's in everyone's best interest.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's in literally everyone's best interest. I'll never understand why that's so swept under the rug. Is it because of prison labor? Like, I don't get it. I just don't get it.
I don't know. Prison. Actually, my county got $46,000 per year that I was there.
Yeah.
So
Damn.
it's money. It's it's a monopoly. I seen a question here from Kitty. Right.
What? Before I do that, I do want to shout out Wolf because he donated before that. He says,
Oh,
Wolf tipped $25. Skulls. Forgot to say hello to you as well. Here's my penance.
Aw.
Oh man,
Oh.
that's really
Wolf.
nice. Thanks, Wolf. I appreciate
for
that a
that.
lot.
But no, the question is from Kitty. She said that she was going to ask a question. I went ahead and posted it so that they could see it, so they could read it as well. Question for Jen and y'all. For Jen, basically, and everybody else, if you want to pitch in. Some people tend to put YouTubers, celebs on a pedestal because they admire something about them. But there's a line between being a fan and a toxic fan. Where is that line for you guys?
I'll let the guys go.
That's a really really thoughtful question. Like that's
It
a
is.
hard one.
I would say that. I mean, I think that again, the fan word is something. I mean, I guess it's is what it is. But it's one thing when I think you're contributing healthy to. So especially as reactors, I feel like it's tougher because it depends what kind of fan. If you're talking about the fan of the reactor, or you're talking about a fan of the artist that you may be checking out. Like
True.
I know, I mean, I love. I'm hog fam all the way, for example, all day
Yes.
long. Everybody knows this, but I'll still get hog fam people on other videos that could be trashing stuff or like just kind of unrelatedly just shouting out Tom and stuff, which is cool, but like that's not really contributing anything to the video or the support. Like if it's not that kind of fan, at least in my respect, it doesn't make sense. Like I'm all about hog fam too, but I'm not going to go on to a another artist's video and just spam hog or be like, oh my gosh, Tom McDonald's way better than this guy. Like I don't find that productive. I find that more toxic.
Well
And
said.
I mean, you can have your opinion and stuff, and that's cool and all, but it doesn't contribute anything. Like there's no value there, and that's not what that certain atmosphere is for. In the same way that I just think in general that toxic fans, which just means you're bringing any sort of negativity around. If you're talking about as a reactor that you like a fan of versus a toxic fan, if I think any type of fan deal, if you're losing yourself so much by being a fan of somebody, or you're not being your genuine self just because you're kind of identifying as a fan of that person, then that's toxic for you and everybody else, I think.
Yeah, that's a really good way of putting it because like I feel like there's people who like when it comes to bands and stuff, like they will forgive things that they do wrong and say it's the greatest thing ever. And I feel
Yeah.
like that's where they start to lose themselves and they're just becoming fans and they're just trying to be an echo chamber for them.
Right.
And yeah, no, yeah, I feel like that's I feel like you kind of pegged that answer for me anyways. Yeah, it's like where you start losing yourself and you just become this kind of sucked
Simp.
up, you know?
Simp.
Yeah.
The word is a
simp.
simp.
A blind supporter, pretty much.
The word is
Yeah, yeah,
simp.
because
If you
there's
guys
so
don't know this, it's the word is simp. I'm just letting y'all know. It's a simp. It's like somebody who will do too much for someone just because they're like, oh my God, I'm fanning myself. It's just so wonderful. Like those people drive me crazy. Like I am hog fam all the way. But don't come at me. My favorite things, and by the way, y'all didn't ask me what my favorite comments were because I've had some too, by the way. Not on the podcast, but as a mod. So just saying, you left me out of that conversation. No.
We'll circle back to that. We'll circle back to that.
No, but I'm saying like a simp is like somebody that's going to like go all out, like fan, like the Beatles. Think of the Beatles performing and people fainting and like just losing their minds, completely losing their minds. I'm not saying that they don't, that artists or reactors, it doesn't matter who you are as a I call it content creation because it doesn't matter what content you create. That's just kind of encompasses everybody. The fact is that people that, like, if you don't like them, I don't like you, or I'm going to jump in here because I know they listen to Tom and I'm going to just spam this. And it just takes everything out of context and it's obnoxious and it's rude and it's disrespectful in the moment. You have to read the fucking room. You have to pay attention to context. You have to, I don't know, just be a normal person and pay attention. Like, don't just go into these blinders on and go as hard as you can for the person. Now, if it's a Tom reaction, for example, if it's an Upchurch reaction, if it's a freaking Nightwish reaction, and you're like, oh yeah, let's go ham. But when you're in a, for example, if you're in a Halocene reaction and you're like, Rammstein, fuck the world, like, what? Wait, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, that makes no sense.
Yeah.
Oh, Nightwish is better, or like Bandmaid's the best, and or Love Bites is better. It's like I didn't ask you, motherfucker.
Right.
I agree with each and every one of you guys and I can like pinpoint like bullet point everything that you guys have said, like take pieces of what you guys said, and yes, absolutely 100. Kat, you seen the simp comment I sent you today? I'm not gonna Lord, oh.
And I noticed after a minute, it took me a minute to realize it was in rhyme. Like they were
Right.
trying to get to bars, but they got to buh. That was about as far as they got.
I'll send it to you guys later. I'll keep it like in Instagram. I'll send it to you guys on Instagram. Now, from a reactor's standpoint, I'm gonna just like when if people are fans of reactors and putting them on a pedestal and simping out, becoming toxic. First and foremost, I think that what you really need to realize is that these are human beings with feelings, and it can get borderline scary when somebody goes all out and stalky creeper. I've been doxxed before. I've had my address was put on my live stream, and yeah,
Yeah,
I found out who it was, and I knew exactly who it was. And they sent a pizza to my house.
Oh.
That they didn't even pay for. I was like, motherfuckers, and I showed them live. I called the cops, motherfucker, and I got 2 dogs that will rip you from limb to limb, and I got 2 kids here, and if you get through with it, my dogs, and you come near my kids, I'm going full on grizzly bear on your ass. Who you are, I'll kill you with my goddamn bare hands, and that's what I said on my live stream. But you know, like toxic. What draws a line for me is like somebody consistently, being like over the top, like creeperish, like I have a lot of comments that, oh, that's it, like on my latest Tom McDonald I had, oh, that did it, we're gonna be together, or shit like that. It's like,
Ew.
dude, that is not like, or like somebody like, you're gonna be mine, you're mine, you're gonna be mine, like
Yeah.
yeah, marriage proposals I get like on my live streams sometimes. You remember that, cat, where the guy was like, will you marry me, and I said no, and I was like, no, dude, I'm not gonna marry you because I don't fucking know who you are. And my mother would beat the living shit out of me if I brought you home to her. And I said, look, Mom, I met this guy on YouTube and he proposed marriage. And I said, yes. And my mom will beat the living shit out of me. So this dude went full on ballistic when I said no. And I'm like, what is that? How you like, what person in their right goddamn mind would be like, yes, sure. You're right. So I think toxicity also can mean like when like Skull said, when they're going to deliberately hurt you in full on toxic mode. That is like, I will not put up with that anymore. Like there was times where I did, and sometimes I got some comments, death threats. I hope your kids get cancer, shit like that.
Ew.
And yeah,
sounds like a catch.
right. And
Let's get together, honey. Well, yeah, that did it for me right there. Like threaten my kids. Oh, sure, let's get together, and then
yeah,
pull out the baseball bat. Like, yeah, I got you, and I'm gonna hook you up with my baseball bat. Like right now. Like, come on
Right.
over. I dare you to come over to my house. Like, I dare you.
right, please, I'll open the door for you. But you can come in, but you ain't getting out.
It's Hotel California up in this bitch.
I did make it abundantly clear on that stream too. After I got doxxed, I said, you know what we have in Ohio? It's called the castle doctrine.
Yeah, baby.
Even outright
I
seek
can't kill
promotion
you
from
if you come to my
content
house.
creators.
Yeah.
I've recently become a full-time
And
musician at my job.
I think that people need to realize that behind that camera, they're human beings too, and but I don't understand how people can be so brazen as they are and say some of the stupidest shit that they do. But that's, again, we're not going to be able to understand. If you're not like that, you're not going to relate. You're not going to understand it.
Somebody send me some pizza.
There's a
No, you're right.
donation that just happened. It was Wolf7 Music. He says, I apologize in advance if this comes off as self-promotion. It's not my intention. We understand. What is an appropriate way to connect, network, and even outright seek promotion from content creators? I've recently become a full-time musician, and he quit his job. He's asking, what's the respectful way to come at a content creator? What would you do if you guys were wanting somebody to be like, look, this is where I'm at, this is what's happening, and be sincere with you and actually get seen? What would you think would be the right way to approach it?
Me and Schools talked about this the other podcast. Jen, you hit this first, I think.
Instagram message, like go to them with Instagram messages first, behind the scenes. Don't comment on any of their videos, because if you're anything like me, you get a ton of comments where sometimes you don't get to, like, if I were to read every one of my comments, I would be on the phone, taking time away from my children and my family and friends to do that. So I would 1000% either look up how to email said like reactor, or go on their Instagram if they have one, and you can even go as far as going on their Patreons. But I would do it in a private setting, to where, hey, I just, and like how, we were talking about earlier, where people were like, oh, or what was it, Skulls, where you said that the guy was like, oh, I will allow you to react to my music for free.
Nick.
Like,
That was Nick.
That was a Nick comment.
But here's the
bad.
thing. So what you're saying is that instead of posting it in your comments, where it's like, hey, everybody, look at me. And by the way, Jen, would you would you look at this? Would you answer this? Would you respond to me? Like, say, look, I'm just asking you sincerely, person to person, human to human. This is the situation, blah, 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 right? You're saying don't like throw it out there and use your content necessarily to promote themselves. But if they're wanting to talk to you specifically, then just fucking do it.
right,
1000%.
absolutely.
Right.
You really do need to have that, just be like Nike and just do it.
Yeah.
See, like a few months ago, I would have just said like, hey, like just leave a comment. But then I made the mistake in my first Nightwish reaction, being like, hey, my whole thing is, if you took the time to write a comment, I should take the time to read it.
I told you, didn't I?
And
I told you.
Boom. Fucking like 500 comments, and I was like, bro, this would be a full-time job. There's books. These comments are books.
Oh,
Like,
especially if Gabriel Bardak, the father of Nightwish Army, that I call
Yeah,
him.
he did.
Oh yeah.
I
It
told
was
you.
forever. I read the
told
whole
you.
thing though. Everyone was like, read that comment, and I was like, all right, I'm definitely gonna read it then. 'cause
Yep, I was
everyone's
one
gonna
of them.
do it.
I was like, pin that motherfucker, pin it. That's like
Yeah.
the best like guide ever to doing Nightwish reaction. He will guide you in the right direction. Because he's like I am. We go on YouTube and we seek out like Nightwish reaction. My phone must listen to me, because when I open YouTube, it's the first thing that comes up is the new ones. And I tell reactors all the time that say that too. Just leave a comment and I will I'll answer every one of them. And I would I told a couple of them, hey bro, you're just now getting started out, and that might be fine. You might be able to have that time to answer all those comments, but there's going to come a time where you get 100,000 subscribers and you can't. I got to mute this mic, guys, because I have to pee. Mom,
do
your
left.
thing. I was
Handle
gonna
it.
say that I actually told Skulls, because he's like, I don't know, you know what? I appreciate the people that are here for me in the beginning, and I want to respond to everything I said. Just get ready. You're not going to be able to do that anymore. You can't. And he's like, no, I can. I'm like, no, you can't. And I said, just it's going to happen. He's like, but I take the time. I really want to make sure that people understand that I am paying attention. And I'm like, you can't. Like, you can't.
It's easier. It's way easier said than done.
I feel like my response like became less confident over time. Like I was like yeah, oh, I'm definitely gonna react. Or I'm definitely gonna respond. Like I'm reading them all. Like I'm gonna at least like them all. And then it's like, yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
Do this.
I try to get the
literally
ones. I like try to get the
full-time
first so many if I
By the
can, like,
way,
as soon as the video drops or something.
all y'all, like, let me just put it this way. I love all you guys, and you know that. It just cracks me up. Like, I used to get responses from each and every one of you, and now y'all are like, yeah, there's that bitch. She's here again. Okay, bye. And like,
Bitch, I heart react every one you do.
I was about to say. That sounds like some slander going on here.
They're like, we get it. She's here for it. Jesus Christ.
oh my God. Put your beanie
yeah,
on and shut up. Like, seriously. Like, don't even
That means the world, though. That means the world. I heart react everyone. You can't even put me in that, because I heart react every time.
I'm messing with y'all. Because, I still do. Not on everyone, because, I love each and every one of you. But I don't necessarily resonate with every one of your videos, and good God, you all know that I have a lot to get to. If I think every friend of the server or people that are in the Elsewhere server, Discord link is in the description, anybody that's in there, it's a content creator that I rock with. And I'm not saying that there aren't content creators in there that I don't post every one of their videos. There's just a level, a dynamic of interaction that happens. And, usually I go to them or they come to me if I mod for them, stuff like that. I'll put them on that list. I mean, it's not for everybody. It's just, because otherwise it's going to be inundated and I'm going to have to make more channels and make it for the different people, whatever. But y'all deserve it. Don't get me wrong. But I still try on the ones that I do poke into and try to leave a comment. And most of the time I see it pop up, right? I see it pop up and I click on it and I mute it or I pause it or whatever. And I leave a like, I leave a comment. And then when I am done with whatever I'm doing, whether it's working, it doesn't matter what it is that I'm doing, I will turn around and I will watch it. And that's when you see like my second and third comments or my edited comments. Or maybe I don't, just depending on what it is. But I still try to do that. And that's why they're so simple, and some people leave paragraphs. I'll personally say it drives me crazy when people, and I'm not a reactor, so I don't have that problem. But they leave like, okay, this is the list you need to go through in this order or else. And it's like, whoa, like chill.
Yeah.
Calm down. Right.
I'm going to react to whatever the fuck I want to react to if I was a reactor. But see, that's why I can't be a reactor, because I would be the biggest bitch. Like, legit. I can't even say that any other way.
Thank you for your
When you're
responses.
like, the best
Good night,
advice Mr.
everyone.
L. Boy's gave me was, don't be so biased to one band. And that's really like, when you're doing only one content, that's gonna close your mind to all the music that's out there. And
Amen.
I have my favorites though, and
We all do.
But I do have my favorites, and I'll throw a bone once in a while, like, here you go, here's another reaction. But I like to see new stuff. I like to see, I like to do things that I've never done before, the genres even that I've never done before. I went into K-pop and I was like, there ain't no way I'm gonna like this. And then the positivity, like BTS, for example, those kids are one of the most positive human beings that the world has to offer, right? And they're all about self-love and loving who you are no matter what you've been through, and they've shared like, this is what we've been through, but this is how we got through it. And it was a part of my healing journey. The Warning Band especially, like, I started reacting to those girls and, well, actually listening to them first. And I download, like, Nightwish, I loved what I heard, so I downloaded a bunch of stuff from 21st Century Blood and Queen of the Murder Scene. And I resonated with like Dust to Dust, and Survive was my shit. And so I decided to do, I think for my like 12K celebration or some 15K, I'm not sure. But I did the concert, the whole concert at the Whiskey A Go Go. And then I got to hear what the song like Narcisista and stuff like that. And I remember like in December when I was going through it, because I wish I had a breakup that was just like, you break up and you never see each other again. Like, you get ghosted. That's what I wish I had, but I didn't. I got tortured for almost 6 fucking months. It was really bad. And so I was jamming out to Survive and singing along, because I like literally looked up the lyrics and I was like studying the lyrics, because I was like, oh my God, they wrote this song about me. That's how I felt. And I remember my ex, like, the very couple times that he took Roman, before he started fucking up, Survive was on, and he's like, this fucking sucks. And I'm like, yeah, because your fucking stupid band was any fucking better. Fuck
Damn.
you.
Oh.
You wish you could be half as talented as these girls. And now he's doing reactions to them. Oh my God.
That's
It's
something.
And he did the song Narcisista too, which is like so funny, a narcissist doing, and he had no idea what the song was about.
Oh.
I'm sitting there, and like, if somebody sent it to me, I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. And there's like, I'll send you guys pictures that I got. Somebody sent these to me. He sent the same thumbnails of the same videos that I did. I'm like, oh my God. And
Jesus.
anymore, like, but this is the thing. Like, I see it as this, you know, okay, you see me succeeding in what I'm doing, which I don't even see it as that. I see it as I'm just doing what the fuck I want to do, and I'm happy with what I'm doing. But it's if it were anybody else, I would be like, oh, that's so cool. Like, I like that. I think that's neat. That somebody uses you as, if you can be inspirational to others, I think that's great. But when it's like done by like somebody that did you so remarkably dirty and was so abusive to you, that's kind of like a fucking kick in the gut. You're just like, oh my God, you will not stoop to any lower lengths than this. But I thought you could or wouldn't, but you have, kind of one of those things. But I think that given the publicity of YouTube, like, you guys, your music is seen, and you like Skulls, your videos, Nick, your videos, Kat, you're gonna get there too. Your shit is seen around the world.
Yeah.
Like, can you believe that shit?
It trips me out all the time. I know that.
I'm not there yet. Like, I haven't gotten to the point where I'm at the point where I mean, anybody that knows me knows this. I had no intention of doing any kind of content. Like, I was just there to support everybody and, whatever. And then to actually have content and have people that resonate with it, or people that want to be there for it, whether it be for me, whether it be for Skulls, whether it be for any of you guys that come on as guests, flat out, like, I appreciate each and every person, but I'm not at the point yet where I've understood that there are people everywhere that are like, oh my God, I have to go check that out. Like, I'm not at that level. I haven't figured that out yet. So I'm still a baby with that. By the way, I do want to say goodnight, Wolf. He donated $10 more. So thank you for your genuine responses to his question. Good night, everyone. So he's going
Big
to
love.
Thank you. Good night.
Thanks, man. Have a good night.
I know I do not speak for myself here when I say you're doing a great thing. It's showing camaraderie amongst other content creators on YouTube. This is a great thing because where there's so much competition and people are competing and trying to replicate one another. There's so much, this is a great thing. And I know, again, I'm not speaking for myself here, where I would not be willing to do this again. I would love to. I would absolutely do this with you guys again.
Oh yeah.
Anytime, Jen. Seriously, anytime.
Yay! We're friends. It's so awesome. That really does make me happy. And Kat, you have to look at it as this way: is that the unity that you're doing here is you're doing a bang up job, especially in a world that's so fucking divided today.
Amen.
Well, there goes my rant, because honestly, like I said, I keep saying this and I mean it, because people that are in the community that I like, for example, for the Elsewhere community, the Discord, people that are on those streams that I mod, or in the Discords that I mod or admin for, depending on whoever it is in whatever capacity, Hog Fam, everybody, they all know, I think. If they know me, they know that that's what I'm here for. I'm here for, content creators, artists, and community all kind of mushing as one, having a space for content creators where they can talk to each other and, just ask a question, because, it just is what it is. Somebody's been there before. I ask questions, other people ask questions, or like, hey, I'd like to collab with you. It doesn't matter. It's an opportunity, whether people use it or not, for people to be present with the community, but not necessarily have to participate all the time, to kind of see what's going on, for, to support, especially reactors over all other content on YouTube. I'm not going to lie. That's what I'm here for. I obviously rock with a lot of reactors and content creators in general, but reactors are who I'm here for. I want to be supportive, and the community does too. It's just sometimes not everybody knows how to do that, and to provide a space where you guys are humans. Like, to hear you talk is everything. You can react, and then you go to the next one. You react, you go to the next, whatever. But when it comes to having a conversation, there's just a different thing about it, where they can just hear you be you without all of the other stuff. This is supposed to be, for lack of a better way to put it, a safe space where you can just talk and talk to each other, talk to me, talk to Skulls, talk to, whatever the situation is. And just, speak your piece, say what you want to say, and, get it out there and resonate with your community, my community, everybody's, that's the entire goal. I can't say this with any other way than saying I legitimately, hands down, heart on my sleeve, soul out in the open. I just want to help. I just want people to be respectful and appreciate who the people that they're like, oh, I'm going to do this, but not demand. Don't go demanding from you guys stuff, because to me, that's whack. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But then
like you've seen that shit, didn't y'all? Oh, yeah. Everybody has, haven't they?
Yeah, I mean, I see it constantly. I see it in the comments, and even when the reactor's not paying attention, no offense. I mean, y'all don't pay attention all the time, every time. But, we see it, and it just, it drives us crazy. And, the moderators that support, the community that lifts up, the people that show up and show out every single time, or once in a while, it doesn't matter. The point of it is to have somewhere where everybody can just speak what they want to speak, say what they want to say, and be themselves without any kind of, I don't know how else to put this, like repercussions, not repercussions, but like, you're not on your channel, so it's kind of on me, right? So you can say something crazy. Yeah, they'll say, oh, Jen said something crazy on Kat's channel, like, or elsewhere. And so then it takes that load off you guys, so you can just kind of relax a little bit, And that's kind of the point, is to just get down to having a conversation like you're talking to somebody on the phone, like you're just getting into something that everybody kind of understands, and getting a group together that resonates with each other, and realizing that they're like, for example, the reactors all do the same stuff, all go through the same thing, have the same issues, the same hate, positivity, demands, appreciation, just puts people on just a more even plane. It's just, we're all just fucking people. And the fact that people don't understand that drives me nuts. The fact that people can't, I can disagree with all y'all, but by the way, I don't like Nightwish. I'm not saying I hate them. I'm saying that I just, I'm like, okay, cool. But I move on, and I don't ever click on their reactions, and that's fine. But I can say that without being nasty, hateful, negative, or, thinking less of you because you do like them, or you thinking less of me because I don't. Does that make sense? Like, that's the whole purpose, all of it.
I ain't gonna lie, when you said that, man, something went off in my gut. I was like, what?
You felt some type of way?
You said that any more aggressively.
Catch me outside. How about that? Let's go.
Jen does just react, and that's a pretty good reaction.
I'll react in some type of way. I ain't gonna lie.
Are you reacting to me right now?
Listen, I get it, and that's one thing that I'm grateful for, is for somebody to say that and not be afraid of backlash. And that's okay. The world needs to understand that people are not going to be Stepfords, and they're not going to be the same carbon copy cookie cutter as everybody else, because that makes the world a boring fucking place. Now, I wanted to before I forget, Nick, how many comments have you got? And this one I forgot about, because it drives me fucking insane when people do this. And this relates to what you just got done saying too, Kat, where you have the people that are like, this is day number 32 of me asking you to do this reaction video. And you're like, and this is day 32 of me telling you to go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Oh, don't give me. I just started sweating. My kneecap started sweating. I don't know if that's possible, but it happened.
It just did.
Dude, I mean, I have several that do that. There's one even the other day, and some people may have seen this. It's still up, I think. Where an individual said something like, okay, I've asked you to do this several times. Please do this. Please don't. They said, I can't. Please don't let me down. I've been let down so many times in my life.
It's like, now you're responsible for their mental health. Like, what the hell?
Oh my God, dude.
I never promised.
You have to do this reaction for me.
I was like, I never said I was gonna do it.
You just say, new phone, who dis? Who dis? I don't know who you are.
Oh my God, no, those comments are crazy. It's like, where did this come from?
They try to guilt trip you when one tactic don't work, they switch it up on you. Yeah. I'm telling you. I've had a guy that literally commented every day. This is day 32 of me asking you to do this video.
Oh my God.
Like, and at that point it was like a band that I never heard of, and I'm just like, you know what made me want to not do is check this band out.
I
Thanks a
know
lot,
it
bro.
does. It
Thanks a
does.
lot.
Meow just
It's
said,
terrible.
"This is now day one of me asking you to react to whatever the fuck you want."
Thank you.
Right, right. It's that demand is like, this isn't like supply and demand, people. This is like when we have time to do it. Like my it's fun.
Yeah. There's so many factors that go into it because it's also like for us, like it's making a living. It's a
Right.
business. We have to also respect like that side of it, and also what we want to do and what the people actually want. The people that are willing, like reaction streams. Like if you can donate, cool, and then I'll try to give opportunities to just do stuff that's recommended if you can't, because obviously not everybody can.
Right.
Like there's balances and it's fairness. That the fact that you can just demand something is not just offensive to me, but everybody else that has something that they want me to check out.
Or
What
offensive
about,
to
like,
people who
you-
donate. I mean, think about that. Somebody just took their, however they earned it, money doesn't matter. I'm not asking. I don't give a crap. And some people save up for it and donate, and then the next person gets a free reaction. I'm not saying that that's not a good thing once in a while, but if that's just the way it goes, it's like, well, then why should I donate? I'll just wait for my free one. And it's a job for you guys. You guys are doing this full time. This is not something that's just like a whim and you're just doing it because, why not? I'm just
Right.
I'm feeling cute, gonna jump on IG and react to some shit. Let's go. Like, that's not how
Oh
this
yeah.
is.
No, it's not some just like casual thing. Or Jen, I've talked about this before on here. I had somebody hit me up from back in the day, out of nowhere. One of those people you haven't talked to in years, you know. They hit me up and they said, "Hey man, I see you're killing it. It's really cool." And I'm like, "Oh, this is strange." I'm like, "Oh yeah, man. I hope everything's going good with you." This is the most. This was the time I almost broke my phone in half. I don't even know if you can do that. I probably could. I'm not that strong, but I probably could have in that moment. He goes, "Hey man, yeah, I'm thinking." He's like, "Yeah, I see you killing the YouTube and streaming stuff." He's like, "Yeah, do you have any tips for me? I hear it's a really good way to make passive income." Bro, I almost flipped. I had to like put my phone down and walk away for a minute because there's no way. Passive income.
The
Passive
blood, sweat,
income.
and tears that you put into it, the mental capacity you put
Yeah.
into it, the time you
How do
put
I
into it.
passively punch you in the fucking face?
Not to mention the thousands of dollars worth of equipment that
Yeah.
But that's my
What
thing.
about this?
That's the whole point, is to bring a little bit of realization to people if they get this far and they're still listening, which a lot of people are right now, and I appreciate each and every one of you, but is to just say, not that the people that are here right now are the ones to do it, but in general, just the understanding that it's not like you're trying to blow them off for no apparent reason. You're not trying to attack them personally. It's not because you're dissing on them because they don't make enough income. The fact is that this is your job, right? And it is what it is. You just have to do what you need to do. And if that means that, look, this is what it takes to get it, people will, and people sometimes donate for other people to get reactions. I mean, it happens all the time. And that's great. But instead of bitching about it, like, okay, this is going to be the worst thing in the whole world that I'm going to say, and people are going to be mad. Maybe rethink a little bit, like, okay, so I can never ever seem to afford this, and that's fine. Okay, trust me, I've been in the point where I've donated a lot, and then I've been in the point where I shouldn't have done that. But rethink a little bit, like, okay, so if you're not at the point where you have any kind of disposable income and you're wanting to have a reaction and you can't donate for it, you have two choices. You can either say, well, I guess I can't donate. Or you say, maybe I need a better job. Maybe I need to like save a little bit more. Maybe I need to put it in my budget. Like, just, I don't know, you could do something else. But to bitch at a
Comment
reactor,
section even, like there's so many
Yeah.
options.
because you guys do specific VODed, or not VODed, I'm saying like specific like posted videos for ones that get tons and tons of requests. I'm not saying spam it. I'm just, there's other options other than, do what I say or fuck you. Like, that's not how it goes. That's not necessary. And please, but by the way, please feel free to put that in the chat if you feel that type of way, because if I'm in there, I'll be more than happy to respond to you. Oh, just, saying, please make my day. I live for that shit. I live for that shit. Like, people are like, oh my God, people go crazy. I'm like, I'll be there. Hold on.
That's like, I want you to do it. I want you to do it. Hit me. Hit me.
I do. I kind of, I troll people because I'm like, come on. Give me what I need. Give me what I need. Oh, boom. You're gone.
Whoop, there it is.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, y'all are human, even if you don't believe it. Y'all are human, and, putting somebody up on a pedestal. Kitty said earlier, she said something about, what if you don't react the way that somebody wants? And I'm going to tell you, Kitty, and this is coming from not a reactor, and I promise you, I'm speaking for them, and they'll probably respond the same way. Fuck them.
Exactly.
Did I get it wrong? I think I nailed it, right? Like, that was the simplest.
What was the response for?
If you react and then, it's not what people want to hear.
Oh, yes, fuck them.
Yeah.
Because did you type in positive reaction? Did you type in negative reaction? No, you typed in reaction.
Bullshit reaction.
Well, that's what I tell people. Like, when I would, bands do, some of them, and I'm not going to ever say which ones do solicit reactions or not. But I tell them, and a lot of the times this scares them off, when I say you have to be 1,000% prepared for me to say that this is not my cup of tea. And I said, I won't blast you, I won't dog you, I won't be hateful and mean, but I will just say that I didn't enjoy this one.
Yes, I was telling schools this before, that when people hit me up to do like any sort of, and it usually scares them away every time. You're right. Every time I've had somebody say, hey man, I'm a rapper or whatever, can you check out my video? I only done one, I think, on my channel, where somebody paid and I did it because there was the only person that was okay with it. But I tell them, I was like, yeah, but you got to understand, I'm not going to just be nice because you're donating or you're paying for a reaction. I'm not going to just be nice.
Yeah,
I'm going to give you my honest thoughts because my audience trusts that I'm going to be real. So I'm going to be 100% real.
Yeah, and Nick, I mean, you said that to me too when you were like, I'll
and
react
in the
to your
video. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was completely okay with that. And I think I even wrote a comment saying back, like, all of your gripes with my song were gripes I already have. Like, I appreciate you paying attention and actually giving me constructive feedback.
Right.
And letting me know that it's not just me who thinks this. It's you. It's other people. That's cool, because now I know the problem and now I can tighten it up.
Right. You got confirmation about it and you can move from there.
But you don't have to be disrespectful. That's the difference.
Right. And I also remind them also that I'm not a music critic. I don't know everything about music.
Me neither.
I'm not some badass musician. I'm just a dude that listens to music and shares it just as one viewer. And shares it with a group of people that have their own opinions. That's just me.
There's those technical reactors that you have that know everything about the ins and outs, like David Herodick. He is a professional musician. Elizabeth from the Charismatic Voice, she's a professional singer. She
Knox Hill.
Knox Scholes. If I want to see a rapper's take on that, he could probably talk about way more. I know he can way more shit about the actual style of rapping and more in depth as a rapper than I could ever do.
And same way if I watch you're emotional, like I am.
Yeah. And then you have people doing weird shit and changing clothes and getting butt naked on stream. Just me.
Wait a minute.
I mean,
I got butt naked on the stream and I missed that shit.
No, that one didn't happen yet.
Technically, I was naked.
Send me the notification when that happens. I'll make it rain, motherfucker.
You better say first to YouTube because they don't like to send those out.
Oh, did you? You guys might not have known this, but back in December, I was getting reported. My streams were getting reported for sex and nudity.
What? Because your boobs, BEWBS, your boobs were there. Is that why?
Boobs. No. No.
Then what were showing?
There was no. I was doing live streaming. I was doing requests, and somebody was reporting my stream for nudity and sex.
Rude.
And I would, YouTube finally, like after the fourth time, they shut me down. They were like, I emailed them right away. I'm like, listen, I like instant chatted with them. I'm like, look, somebody's reporting because they kept sending me the emails like you're being reported. And I was like, oh my freaking God. And they told me, period, point blank, that they're reporting you for nudity and sex. And I says, listen, can you please manually review this? Because at first they didn't manually review that; they just automatically did it. And I had to contact them for a manual review, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you're okay." I'm like, "Well,
Thanks.
y'all shut me down already, but thanks for manually reviewing something that I was trying to like defend myself with." And
Did you see pubes? No, no
You
pubes.
inspired
Let
me. I know what my New Year's resolution is now.
yeah,
Nick's
take
New
it
Year's
down
resolution.
for
He already broke
nudity.
that with no nipples. He's like, there's
Are
Oh,
nipples
shit.
nudity though?
yes, they are technically.
Depends what gender you are or you
No, it
identify as.
doesn't. It really doesn't. Like, there's. Yeah. I'm not
dude,
saying
you're
that
either
girls
a
need to
man
put
or you're
their.
a woman. You're biologically born a man, the XY chromosome or the XX, motherfuckers.
Here
You
comes
are
our
a man
disclaimer.
or a woman.
There
And
we
I don't
go.
want to hear about no fucking men trying to compete in women's fucking sports because God, I don't give a fuck who you identify as. I identify as fucking a rich motherfucker, but I ain't. And I'm gonna tell you what, it is not fair for a biological man, no matter what man-made organ you have, to go up against a female because guess what? We're smaller than y'all. Just
Oh.
saying.
There goes the
Some-
stream. I'm waiting for it to get taken down any second now.
Canceled.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Where's the cancel culture vultures? Are they circling?
No, I'm just waiting for like the beta cucks to come through.
Mm.
Let's
I
go.
got the responses for you.
Fuck them clucks. That's what I got to say.
Like the dudes who fucking like will defend like they'll defend that just because they're trying to get laid. You know those types.
They'll defend that because they're so fucking like, I'm so scared of letting you guys know that I disagree with that. I have to like pretend that I agree with that just because, it's like a witch hunt. They have to all like join in on it, even when they know it's not right. I'm sorry, but I don't think a man competing against a woman is okay.
Yeah, I mean, anyone who's seen the aftermath of it should think that, because holy fuck, it's awful.
Those Brita
Yeah.
clucks are my neighbors, dog.
I miss the good old days where there were, the kids that were crying that they lost, in sports and they're giving out participation awards. I miss those days.
No,
The early
absolutely.
days of
There are too many betas nowadays. Everybody doesn't want to piss anybody off. Let me tell you something right now, in case anybody hasn't figured it out. Good night, Annette. My best friend from when I was 16 is going to sleep. She's been here the whole time lurking. So love you, sis.
Thanks,
Good
Matt.
night.
Good night.
Night.
But
Nice
In all-
meeting you, sort of.
but in all honesty, here's the thing. If you want to be a sexy man, then stand for what you believe in, no matter what it is.
Hell yeah.
Stand for what you believe in. Say it. Don't back down. Don't kowtow to ridiculous, conformity. And, don't be an ally just because it sounds cool. Don't be femme just because you think that that's what people want. I promise you, just be you and stick by it. And you're going to just like bank on Jen, help me out. What's the word? I was going to use the word that I shouldn't use because I'm a female, but
What?
the brown chicken, brown cow. There you go.
Did you just go full on porno voice on me though? Like,
I
all of
did
us?
not.
Full on
That's,
Yes,
phone
you
sex
did.
operator. You went phone sex operator. She's like, if
Yeah.
you want to be a sexy man, you better just fucking say what's on your mind and
That's
like,
what I thought for a second.
oh, do
yeah.
not. Don't do that.
do y'all need me to
I got
mute
some
you for a
time.
minute? Do you need a second? Yeah, y'all need a
I ain't
minute?
gonna lie, man. I might got some like gay tendencies now after that.
Yeah. I'm
You
having a
missed my-
cigarette after that. I'm having
One of these
You-
I'm having
crack
one
pipes.
too, and I don't even smoke.
You
having a
missed my
crack pipe.
ASMR like the other day. I was like, yeah.
Oh my god, right in my ear hole. What was I gonna say?
Wait, what were we all talking
No,
about?
honestly,
You fucked us up right there.
honestly, I think that's not just for men. Like, I think it's attractive when women stand up for themselves too, like that. Don't back down. Like, I think it's just an attractive trait in general. Like, don't back down. If you truly believe something, then don't back down. If you don't have anything to apologize for, don't apologize.
Well, what I have told people, if you want me to just tell you what you want to hear, you're on the wrong channel. I'm not going to coddle you. I'm not going to conform to, and with the whole left and right, when I started doing Tom videos, they were like, which are you? Are you left or are you right? I'm like, neither. I'm so in between. Like, I'm a conservative, though. I like, a libertarian kind of like conservative, like hybrid. Like, I really do believe in what's best for the veterans, what's best for human rights. I don't like politics at all. I don't like politicians. I don't make that. But I will never, ever, ever tell people what they want to hear just because of the worry of being canceled. I ain't the one.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think most people actually, like, even if they don't perceive it that way, they are mostly in the middle, because I think most people don't want politicians to use laws and shit as a club to bash the other over the head with. Like, I think more people do like lean more libertarian, where they're like, look, kind of let culture figure that out. Like, that's up to us to figure out what we value, but we shouldn't be playing this game where, every 8 years we hand it off to someone with completely different views, and then they take revenge on the last 8 years, and then back and forth. Like, let us just live the way we want to, and let us figure it out as a culture.
I am so pleased for your success.
I agree.
And if you ever
There's a
want
dono that
genetics
just popped
lesson,
up, by the
I'm
way.
happy to teach and preach
Nice.
anytime.
Jen
your
Power
place
just
or
tipped
mine.
$3. Proud of you, Skulls and Cat. I am so pleased for your success. And if you ever want a genetics lesson, I'm happy to teach and preach anytime. Your place or mine.
Wow,
Sex operator voice again.
she did it.
Yeah, you're confusing me. Stop.
What are we getting donos here for?
They just want to hear you do your sexy voice. That's what they want.
Is that what that's called? I just call it going closer to the mic and
that's
just talking
sexy.
slower. That's all that is.
You gotta speak like this. It's sexy.
I'm just like, huh? Like, I just like, what is good?
I heard the word genetics and I was game over.
Stop.
It almost made me spit out my water.
Stop.
I almost did a spit take.
No, really. Stop.
Oh, was that the safe word?
STAAAHHHP. Stop.
God, I got
No.
the worst, like, especially when I smoked cigarettes. I had like the worst Marge Simpson voice. Like, people are like, "Oh, you're so sultry." I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Are you calling me Marge? Is that what's happening right now?
No, that was me when I smoked cigarettes. I'm not
I'm
even gonna
smoking
lie.
right
Like,
now. Cancel. Cancel.
No, literally, I was like, I had like I cannot do a sexy voice. If you like, I'll giggle. Like, people talk dirty to me. I'm like, what? Like, I'm like the most, like, I don't know, shy person.
What the fuck?
I try.
Just going
I'm just
crazy.
I'm just
Is
gonna
this
shove a
YouTube or
fucking-
Pornhub? It's not.
Oh, what website you on?
It's OnlyFans. It's Nick's OnlyFans. Nick the actor at
Oh,
OnlyFans.com. Just saying.
I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. I don't care anymore. Fuck my dignity.
Ooh, Melody says Nick always has that sexy voice. Just saying, Texas accent. He's
Yeah.
Yeah,
doing.
you got that like down home boy, like corn fed, like, like The Bachelor. Who
I'm
was
gonna
that
lick.
one?
I'm gonna lick. I'm not gonna lick. I'm gonna lift your fridge for you, but not lick. No, you can lick it.
Yeah,
too
where
if you want.
you mind
The
that?
fridge.
Come on,
The fridge.
come on,
The
girl.
fridge. Just
Let me-
clarify.
Hey girl, let me see that fridge and let me lick it. Yeah.
No.
I'm here to. Are you here to fix my pipes?
Late night with the Elsewhere podcast. It's
Yeah.
officially
Yeah.
gone dark.
Dark. It got really dark at 11:30. Speaking of, guys, I gotta. My little one should not be up as late as he is. So, I might have to cut out early on you guys. I really had the best time, and I would love to do this again. Nick and Skulls,
Me too.
I'll be at you on Instagram, and we gotta get together,
Best
and we
move in
have
the
to do this
playbook.
again because
You
this
pull her
was the
close,
mostest
lean in
fun
slow,
ever.
and whisper in her ear.
Absolutely.
Sweet nothings.
Yeah.
Our
All right,
oneself.
guys.
Thank you so much for coming on, Jen. I really appreciate it. Truly. It was
Anything
great.
for you, Boo. Anything for you, Cat.
I got you, boo boo.
You need an alibi. You know who to call.
Oh
Damn,
shit.
Skippy. That's a real friend right there.
That's right.
Would
I'll
you
be
be my
there.
alibi? No, then fuck you. Like,
All right, guys. Have a good night. All right.
All right.
Thank
You
you
too.
again. This was
You know I'm
absolutely
gonna-
awesome.
We'll see you later.
see
All
ya.
right. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
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 There it is. I was wondering when that was coming. There's a donation, and I missed the screen. Hold on. Ben has tipped $3. Best move in the playbook. You pull her close, lean in slow, whisper in her ear. Sweet nothings. ROFL.
Yeah. Say something dirty. Them damn dishes you left in the sink, baby girl.
What the hell?
I got another load of laundry.
Hey,
Oh my
hey,
God.
Good save.
Let's
Good save,
go.
my man. I like that one. I'm gonna remember that one.
Wait, I'm outnumbered again. Hold on.
Oh,
Let me know if it gets you any action, Nick.
yeah. It's a different kind of action than I'm used to.
Yep. Light, camera, and action.
I have the washer right here. Like right there. So.
Okay. Turn it on.
Oh, yee. Hi, chat.
Hey guys, what are we doing again?
I don't even know anymore. But we are
God,
probably
This is
going
what
to.
happens when you're going on 3 hours practically.
I was gonna say we're about at like 2.5 hours at this point. I think we're
Damn.
probably gonna call it. Appreciate everybody showing up. Thank you, Jen, for showing up too. This was beyond fun and some really good insight into what you guys all go through and what y'all are thinking when people are just acting damn fool. Which I'm here for all of that shit.
Let's go.
Let's go. But giggity. I don't know why that cracks me up when people say that.
What, giggity?
Giggity.
Oh shit.
All right. Oh, we're probably gonna hop off here if that's good for you guys. Is it good for you? I'm just asking.
It's good for me. I appreciate y'all having me on again.
Of course.
Super fun. I'll be sure to go. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not subscribed to this damn podcast. This thing's moving and grooving, growing like crazy. Y'all the OGs, damn it.
Damn right.
Make sure y'all leave a
Where
comment
else would
after.
you be?
Yeah, bitches, comment. Like, come on now. I want something
Of
to
course, show
respond
love.
to.
Of course, y'all go show love on School's channel, and Jen's channel, everybody's channel. Super cool.
Nick the OG
Great conversation. I appreciate
is helping
y'all.
me out with this.
Nick with the plugs, man. Nick with the plugs. And
Oh.
check out Nick's channel, because Nick's channel is awesome. The lives are popping. Like, get over there.
Thank you, sir.
But
Thank
don't
you,
act
thank
a
you.
fool because I will fuck you up.
And I will too.
All right, you
go.
guys, have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
Night, everybody.